Can't have a day where I don't do that. So, when we last left off, the party had gone through as much preparation as they could to prepare for fighting Augie, a horrible troll of a man and a troll, who is the current target for their ire thanks to his actions involving a trafficking ring. It's gracious. Doesn't help that I can't. Sorry. Now, when we start this off, Jason has been strapped into the front of his car. Everyone else is piled into the back. What are you all doing right now?
With out of character, where did we leave off? I can't remember.
Okay, so you spent basically the entirety of last time getting everything ready, getting yourself settled, figuring out some very interesting things about everyone's existences, and mostly Mojave's entire life. And currently, after a week of preparation, you have all piled into the car and set off towards the rally. So, you finished all of your add-ons to your car, strapped yourself into your new Rigger's cocoon, and are currently driving everyone down the road. I assume currently driving at normal speed.
Yes, I am keeping up with traffic. Only speeding up to pass people who are driving too slow.
And I will say, as we have now understood, that lovely tank can now properly keep up with actual traffic. Which at this point,
Yes.
given the way the roads are, probably about 60 miles an hour.
Sounds good. So I guess Jason will talk through everyone's earpieces. So how's everyone doing? You guys enjoying the ride?
Yeah, I'm digging the improvements.
So what all improvements did it was just the rigger cocoon? Did you improve anything in the back, or was it just the cocoon?
The radio cocoon, and now that I figured out jacking in actually increases the speed exponentially. It's going twice as fast as it was before, which was 30. Now we're driving 60, and it can go even faster.
Okay. All right. Well, Cloudy is just quite frankly looking at his comlink and currently has the sunset timer and just staring at the phone waiting for it to tick over before he tries sounding a spirit. It's just kind of like, yeah, no, it's really good, it's really nifty. Staring at that clock.
Yeah, I mean, the shocks aren't designed for comfort, but they should help with minds.
Alright.
Mojave's just sort of chilling in his seat, actually sort of going over his gun for once. The thing he rarely ever brings it out, but he's checking it, making sure everything's shipshape. Well, you know, that's a good thing, Jay.
Yeah, mines are never a good thing to drive over unless you're properly armored.
Mines?
Nope, but you always have to be prepared.
I like that.
Be prepared.
I mean, if we catch Augie out, you could hit him going fast enough, probably drag him under the tires.
Are we planning on running over this man? Like, what?
Justice by roadkill.
Oh, I don't know. I go in when you guys tell me to.
I mean, I would try to run him over, but I really don't want to get shit on my hood, you know?
I mean, there's also the thing where we don't know where he's gonna be, and he could be inside.
The
Could be
Augie is like
inside.
so slimy and gross. I don't know if I could get that off the paint.
I thought he was mostly steel at this point.
I'm talking about his personality.
Oh, so you're gonna be spread his. You're gonna get his personality all over your car. I see.
And vomit, probably.
Yeah, that would be gross. With the amount of
Kinda
time
hit him
been
going
around
that
that blood
fast, huh?
spirits, it would soak into the
Yeah.
soul of your car, and I don't think I want to.
Yeah, we don't need
have
that.
to clean that out either.
A haunted car. We don't want to catch no ghosts.
Yeah.
Usually I'm pretty good with ghosts, but with the kind of sort of Augie's been dealing with, no.
Yeah, we don't want them ghosts.
No.
T will knock the sense into him.
Yeah.
Looks
That's
over
true.
at T, nods.
He'll put a hand on top of Mojave's hat and kind of push it down real hard and then ruffle.
Sort of looks over at T and blinks in surprise, like at the gesture. He's used to T just sort of quietly ignoring him.
You gonna use that?
No, maybe. If it comes to it.
What kind of gun is it?
Me, the player, does not remember.
Believe it's written down on your sheet, but I could tell you.
It ought to be. I literally have not used it, so.
It depends. Do you mean? Are we talking about the revolver?
Yes.
That is called the Colt Future Frontier. But you can name it whatever you want.
It's just my gun to me. Actually, I think I just pass it over to T to examine.
Okay. Would this be... Would my pistol skill allow me to kind of appraise this, or is it a different kind of firearm?
I think that applies to revolvers.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pistol.
Okay. All right. Well, I
it's a
don't know if revolvers are a
Yep.
different thing.
They
or
are not. They use the pistol skill.
Okay, yeah, check it out. I assume it's in good condition. Isn't it
Oh,
full
yes.
of cobwebs and stuff?
No, it is very good condition, very clean. Though he does not use it, he takes care of it.
It's
Oh, okay.
You can tell that it's a slightly older weapon. Not super old, I mean, this is a pretty modern type gun, but it's a classic design. It's probably been used before, as it does have a little bit of wear and tear, but this thing's been meticulously oiled and cleaned. Mojave has taken very, very good care of this weapon, and it's a good gun.
So it's an archaic design, but not like not an archaic model.
Yes, this is simply like
Okay.
this is literally just Colt remaking an old styled gun for flashiness.
All
Though
right, cool.
still
Yeah.
perfectly functioning.
Yeah, he'll scope it out for a couple seconds and hand it back. Yeah, I think it fits you.
Mojave grins. Belonged to the dock once.
Oh yeah, you got that hat and the duster, right?
Yeah.
Going for the gunslinger vibe, or just happenstance?
Shrugs. I am who I am. It is how it is.
All right. I hope I get to see you use it.
You know me, I'm not too keen on hurting people, but hey, I think I know who I am now, and I guess I know what I'm willing to fight for.
Yeah, you can still defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mojave,
Yeah?
you got this, right?
What do you mean?
Because last few times we started getting into a firefight, you literally huddled in the corner. Do you have this?
I think so. There's been a lot going on in my head these past couple of days, but I know who I am now. That means something. That matters.
It matters enough that if we need you to get on the ball for something, we call out your name to need your help, will you be on it?
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't scared of who I might become no more.
Then, Claudio, go ahead. Like, you're still looking at your revolver, right?
Not as actively because T was examining it. Now I'm in conversation with people, but yeah, it's still out. It's still,
Okay. Then let's see you line it up. Let's see what you got. Like you'll go ahead and put it in your hand, point it towards not one of us, and just be like, hold it. Like you're actually gonna do something with it.
There's sort of looks at the gun, looks at you, looks at the very enclosed space that we're in, double checks to make sure the safety is on.
Yeah, that your finger's not on the trigger, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. And yeah, he lines up and like he does know how to hold the weapon. He does seem, passably competent with it, even though he does not use it.
Okay. All right.
Don't you worry too much, Cloudy. My head's a lot clearer than it was yesterday.
Good. Glad to hear it. Because the only people with the head in the clouds that we want to be dealing with are the other folks that are going to be, well, bombing the hell out of by all sounds of it.
Yeah, no, we're gonna give them the clouds to have some heads in. What? You know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. Mojave. So yeah. And then Cloudy goes back to staring at the time, just waiting for that to tick over to official sunset.
Well, we can definitely say it's officially sunset.
Yeah. Alright. Then Cloudy will go ahead and summon a big boy spirit. And tell Cloudy, get that first aid on hand just in case I need it. And he is going to try summoning another level 6 combat spirit and just do the do.
Pull your summoning.
Come here. That's not what I would have wanted. No. Go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it. I'm waiting for this.
Is 6 correct?
It's 6, yes. I get 3 services and take. All right, this is going great already.
That spirit was shockingly accommodating.
It was, and I take no drain. All right, good stuff. It apparently, I'm just kind of like, I really need this help from this combat spirit to be here, right now, to fight and release the spirit of some metallic a-hole, and they're like, yeah, let's do it. All right.
For good cause.
Apparently it does.
So what do your combat spirits look like?
I've described them once before, but they are very much humanoid, and they kind of have an almost like feather serpent aesthetic to them, with like a little reptilian scales and a little bit of a snout, with some like head dressing to along the Aztec style, and they're just lightning, kind of like almost sparking out of their mouths and their claws, ready to just tear into something.
Alright. So at sunset you've now summoned your spirit. At any point in time, you guys may choose to arrive at the rally area. When you do arrive, it will take some time. Basically, you're sort of waiting out as people start to arrive. You can choose to try to do something before they arrive.
Okay. All right.
Or you also can just
so
choose
what-
to wait.
What exactly does the venue look like?
So, it looks as it was before, though it does seem like someone has strung lights across the building's roof. But it is a large, old warehouse-type building with large garages. All of the garages are now pulled up, and you can see inside. And you can see countless, maybe like countless people, but maybe like 10 or 15 cars, all in there, all with their lights on, music is pouring out. It's quickly being understood this is a car rally. They are all showing off their cars. You have some that, two people out on the street are doing the hydraulics thing. Other people are simply like revving their engines, making references, talking up various men and women from the shadows. A hiss
Oh man,
approaches.
maybe. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, there
Maybe I
we
can,
go.
Maybe I can bring the Roadmaster to the car show.
A hiss approaches.
Hello,
That's
darlings.
kind of what we're doing.
Right. How is everyone feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
We are not scared at all, right?
Mojave flashes a grin and gives you finger guns.
We
Alright,
got
good.
this. But if anyone gets scared, I can always let you back into the van.
I don't intend on running. I was just checking in with the rest of you.
As I said, I'm feeling better today than I have in ever.
Good. That brings me joy because I was a little nervous, I won't lie to you. Alright. So, what is plan? How long shall we wait before we attack?
Does there appear to be like alcohol and stuff being served here? Like,
Like,
I'm
the
assuming people just
exact
getting
same
absolutely
place.
smashed.
So, as you can see from this large building, there is the open warehouse, people on the street. There are at least 4 or 5 people constantly coming in and out of the bar, holding, like, in their hands, like, 6 drinks, passing them out. It's all, like, solo cups. God knows what's in them. People are chugging them. Someone is yeeting another at another person. People are taking shots. The door to the bar is open, this dive bar. And you can see there are people in there taking shot after shot after shot. In the parking lot that is next to the dive bar, a little based on the other side, where it's like there's a warehouses, dive bars shoved into the side, and then the parking lot. There are 2 men, both orcs, currently involving themselves in what appears to be a wrestling match. Very quickly, it's a
As
very
one
quick
does.
fight one of them grabs the other and full flips them and just bombs him down on the back. And then he the 1-1 stands up, shaking his arms. People are cheering. That's going, whoa, kind of thing.
Okay. From within the van, Morningstar starts to change. And she just slips on a pair of pretty, like, baggy cargo pants that has lots of pockets. And then sort of fishnet top and like a tube top over it. And you can see that she has essentially drawn on herself with, up to you, DM, if this is true, pretty convincing tattoos. They're clearly not tattoos. You guys know she doesn't have any, but she's drawn all over herself so that she looks like, you know, she might fit in here. And she's probably definitely wearing like a fake earring or two. She just quickly assembles herself in the car.
So, Softy, quick question. What is the primary metahuman persuasion at this particular event?
Looking around, it's like general populations. It is a lot of humans. But you do notice that well over almost half the people. The humans are a little bit beaten them out. Almost half the people are orc, with a small percent being trolls. There are maybe in this entire crowd of what has to be 50 or 60 people, maybe 2 or 3 elves, and at least one of them is just a waiter. The other 2, one is currently sat up on a very large, tricked out Hummer-like vehicle, basically set up all the way on the roof of it, and is holding keys out to someone trying to reach up to grab them. And the other one is on the arm of a very large troll.
Okay. In the week of our prep, really quick, when I was at Nero's house, can we say I stole a wig? Not stole, I borrowed a wig. Because I feel like the scales probably give me away.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, Nero definitely has wigs, as he has to be various positions and various dancing and things like that, so easily he can show you not only how to put it on correctly, but that thing won't fall off unless you're doing real difficult maneuvers.
Yes. Okay, so 1 minute, Morningstar is like kind of bent over all the way in the seat, and the next minute when she comes back up, you see she's got like a full head of like 12-inch human hair. And it's just long black hair. And you know, she black hair, yeah, and she puts a little bit of that futuristic glue basically underneath the edges.
Oh, yeah,
real quick, you know.
You got that future wig glue. That shit ain't coming off. It's gonna take some
Yeah,
scrubbing in the shower.
That's skin
definitely, like,
epoxy.
Yeah, basically. She just fucking, you know, glues the edges to her head. Yes.
Are we close enough that Jay could release his eye spies, or fly spies, whatever they're called?
Yes.
And
Fly spies.
scout around a little bit?
Absolutely, if you'd like to release them.
Yeah, primarily I think he's going to try to see if he can spot Augie.
That is perfectly fair. We'll say that the 2 spy flies begin to carefully, basically buzz the party, staying about, you know, a good 4 feet above everybody, making sure they're not seen. They cannot be heard. There's far too much yelling and screaming. And as they look over, Augie would definitely be the tallest one at this party. He is not currently, like, seemingly he's not currently here. One of the spy flies checks the whole building, flying around it. Another goes inside the bar and into the thing. He is noticeably not there. But you also notice that on the street, there is a large parking spot that no one is standing. And you notice that there is a section, like where this fight pit kind of is formed in the parking lot. There are people very specifically avoiding a certain part of this parking lot.
Okay.
Like there's just an open space, like presumably for when he drives in and parks his fine ass ride kind of thing.
Absolutely. It's not just the one on the street. But you do notice there seem to be 2 spaces. There's a street space, but there is a space as well in that parking lot.
Okay.
I would. Yeah, I would share this feed with the group. Hey, you think one of these spots is Augie's?
Probably.
It seems that way to me, although...
You want me to go park?
Well, I mean, it certainly sends a message, but then we will have all party-goers focused on us, and I think it's best if we stay on the radar.
Discretion is the better part of valor here, I'm pretty sure. We can park around the corner. If there are any parking spaces around the corner. Apparently there are quite a few people here.
Let me check something first, and I'm gonna drop into AR and see if I can see any, people floating about in there. In my AR state.
In your AR state, the building directly in front of you does not appear to have its own host. It is entirely on public grid, so it is easy to just immediately look through and see any icons that are sat up in there. There are a few that stand out to you. A few that, you recognize that these are avatars that are just the people. Pretty common for, basic users to just say, no imagination, they just sort of make themselves and go on about their day. Then there is two other icons that appear to be some form of bat spider-like creature. It appears to have bat wings, but below it there just seem to be multiple legs that stick down. And these in VR proper, they are moving a lot, around a lot. Seemingly they are guarding or some other such idea. They are crawling around the walls.
So there's 2 of these bat spider icons, or
there are 2, and
they are
basically on patrol.
Okay, so quickly blink out of that, and I come to the group, we're all in the fucking van still. I say to the group, it looks like they are prepared. There are 2 others that are like me, and they are definitely on guard. They are taking form of bat, but also spider, many legs moving about. So either they know we are coming, or this is standard practice for them.
I mean...
I'd be shocked if they didn't expect trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. With our previous scouting attempts, I would not be surprised if they were expecting something.
Yes,
Not to mention, declare an open war and such.
You're not wrong. I have some things that can help take out these individuals, for certain.
That
Mojave,
probably
are you still...
throw up the alarm, right?
Right, which is why I think I'm going to wait. I won't take them out immediately, but when the time comes, I will be ready. Mojave, are you still glowing like beacon? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Sort of like his eye, he glances from side to side, shifty eyes, as Cloudy's just nodding.
As long as Mojave is astrally perceiving, he will be glowing like a goddamn.
The assumption. Yeah, the assumption is that he's always astrally projecting, right? Or not astrally projecting, astrally perceiving. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So.
I mean, both at that point.
Yeah. How would you like to do this? Shall we go in park, go in now, and sort of just be amongst the people? Or would you like to wait?
Wait, who are you asking?
I'm the group, because I know Jay
Oh,
is probably staying in car, but what is everyone doing?
After looking at the feed and just being like, okay, out of 60 people, there are like 2 elves. I might stay in the car until I'm actually needed.
I don't know. I mean, they look like they're having a good time right now.
Yes, but we also are newcomers. Questions will happen, especially if they see tea.
We could try and sell them some drugs.
What do you mean, especially tea? Tea seems like one of the easier ones to blend in here.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean?
yeah, totally. Like, Scales and T, you guys are like both tall and tough. You guys will fit right in. The rest of us, not so much.
It is not so much aesthetics. It is the fact that, well, T took Augie's jaw off. And if
Yeah.
Augie walks in and he sees T, he's going to immediately, like, cover will be immediately.
Yeah, that's the
blown.
guy who stole my jaw. Let's go hit him again.
You know,
Right.
That's
that's
a good idea. T, you should turn that jaw into a necklace.
that was not what I was going with that, but okay.
Seriously, though. We could try and just, like, schmooze a little bit. Like,
Alright.
There's,
Alright.
there's plenty of humans here, so I think actually Mojave can get away with going in there. We will go in there. Me, Mojave can go in there, but T, I think, should wait until Augie gets here. I don't know, T.
So I
It's
guess
up to
my next question, who all did Augie see in that last scuffle y'all had? Who do you recognize?
His attention was pretty narrowed.
I threw a granola bar at a guy and then hid behind the counter.
I don't think
will
he
say-
noticed Mojave.
The fight with Augie visibly revealed T and Mojave specifically. Those were the two in the room when Augie was fighting.
That's right. Okay. I can go in alone.
You sure?
I
Like,
mean,
if you
it will
really,
be-
really need to, I could go in. I'll be one of the sore thumbs, but he's never seen me. He doesn't know what. No, they don't know who I am.
I can
Right,
leave
so-
my hat in the car. People don't tend to see my face. They tend to look at the hat.
Sure. Actually, Mojave, do you think you could do a little bit of acting?
Yeah, what kind?
You might not like it, but if you can channel your old self, that kind of energy, people notice if someone comes in and there's something in eyes, right? And if you can convince them that you are one of them, they won't question you. Although, yes, leave the hat. I think it's a pretty iconic item of clothing.
I mean, that was I was just gonna offer to get him some fun stuff. I mean, you
Perfectly
know how I
fair.
got by.
Yes,
And they
So
seem
if
like
you
they're the kind of
can-
folks who'd be amenable to that.
I agree with you. I just think if our plan, right, is we are to take out Augie, we have to start off subtle.
You're right.
T is not subtle. No offense, T.
No, none taken.
Especially because you have his jaw hanging from your belt, so you know it might be a little obvious.
I could leave it in the glove box if you want.
That's probably a good idea.
I mean, I could always deliver it to you with my drone later.
I don't think I'll need it. You can keep it.
Knock
Turn
him
it
down,
into
a fist fight, and then Drone whirs in and just plonks it on his head. Insult to injury.
Choom, I could totally install it as a hood ornament.
Yeah. If the night goes well, I'll have a second.
Use that word again, I will beat you.
Oh, chummer.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's Chummer. It's Chummer. Yeah. Yeah.
Chummer, I
totally
could
said
totally
chummer.
install that as a hood ornament.
Right. So,
Yeah.
well,
Tonight goes the way I
Subtle is the
think it's going to go. I'll have a second jaw as well.
let's hope so. You might have a whole body if our cards play out right. Remember, though, weird soul situation happening with his body. It's like attached to it, but
Oh yeah,
isn't
they
in
glued
his
him back
body
in
anymore.
his body because he doesn't have enough meat.
Right. So remember that in what we do tonight.
I don't have that kind of glue. Anyway, you want me to come with, Scales?
Yes, I don't mind going alone, but I probably will feel better if at least one of you are with me. That isn't T. Because T is very obvious.
Oh yeah, no, things go. If we need a distraction, T is able to provide.
Oh, yeah. Say
also-
the word.
Really quick, ST, we did get telecommunication devices, yeah? We got little earpieces.
Yes.
To keep us
you
all
have
connected.
those. You have
I have little
bio
earbuds.
monitors.
I also have a
Okay, good.
sub-vocal mic, so I can basically just be like, and actually talk, like nice and quiet.
Hey.
Most people can't hear it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
We're gonna say,
Hey.
given
Yes.
the wealth of 2 of your members, and the money you all have received, we can say you will easily have been able to acquire biomonitors, subvocals, just earpieces to hear each other. It's not difficult.
Cool.
And
All right, then.
For the party members who have access to AR either through their comms device or otherwise, Jason has been sharing like his Fly Spy drone feed with the group.
Okay, yeah. I think we also discussed me being able to, like, with Jay's permission, be like hacked into his stuff as well,
Yes.
and from there being able to like share information and whatnot without having to speak too much.
Yeah, I think you just had to tag my control rig or something like that.
Yes.
Or,
Which she
Literally,
gave me
and it
permission
would
to
be-
do.
It would be as simple as literally you're just opening it. Like it's,
Mhm.
you just turn down the firewall for like 3 seconds, let that mark in there, and you're good.
yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right, Mojave, you ready?
Yeah, you want me to? Who you want me to be? You want me to try and the Oliver it or?
Not yourself, basically.
Yeah. Gotcha. He sort of rubs his face for a moment and smooths his hair back, straightens up, like clearly shedding his usual self.
Yeah.
From the back of the car, you just hear, "No one can be me." As a
Stop! I love him so
a
much.
small crow puffs out his chest and just sort of brushes off the front of his feathers.
No
I
one
am
can
you,
be
Havoc.
Right.
Now hold on. Yes, but I'm going with you. And he flies and hops
course
up
you are.
You're
onto,
perfect.
hops up onto Mojave's shoulder, and everyone who cannot astrally perceive, Havoc seems to disappear. He's
Cool.
strictly an astral now, but he is sitting on Mojave's shoulder.
Okay.
And Mojave is making an effort right now to not astrally perceive. He is focused. His face looks focused. His posture is good. His expression is clear. He looks lucid.
Yeah, and even
Is he like? Has he changed? Where like he looks almost like the transformation of like Squidward and then handsome Squidward. Did that happen to Mom?
It's like posture changes, hat comes off, and
He's
just
he's shed the Clark Kent glasses.
Now we're looking at Superman over here.
Love it.
Uh,
Love it. I do love it.
I will
Summoning
say,
that crooked grin.
astral perception or no, Havoc is still in your mind. So Mojave, if at any point you wish to ask Havoc anything, he is there to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out the car, and when Mojave gets out the car, I reach out and I just pull like one strand of hair to be kind of like in his face, so he doesn't look too clean. So he looks still kind of bad boy, you know, a little messy still. And then she says, "All right, let's go," and we'll proceed.
So, and I want to make sure this group is Mojave, Morningstar, and Cloudy.
I think so. I think I was gonna go ahead and put my little helmet down and head on into.
Probably wise.
Okay.
I go ahead and take out my little glasses, stick them on, and follow you on out there. And astrally perceive since Mojave is not. Just to see if there are any ghosty goos spooping around.
When you go into astral perception, will you please roll a sensing for me?
Can do. 2.
Yeah, that's enough. Looking around the party, just quick cursory glance. There's at least 10 mages here. They're all spread out throughout the people, but there's
shit.
people here. There are clearly also some spirits hanging around, and they are hanging very close to where those mages are. I believe a sensing 2 doesn't let you know that they're like properly bound in or anything.
A sensing 2.
We have the table. I should just.
If I've seen their astral signatures before, I can recognize it. And I know what kind of I know what kind of spirits that they are.
Okay. Then I can actually give this. There are 3 spirits that are hanging around, and you know that they are a spirit of man, a beast spirit, and a water spirit.
Okay. All right.
And just looking around with my normal eyes, is there any sign that people are giving us a second glance as we approach? Any flash of recognition? Any subtle stirring in the crowd that we have caught attention?
Roll perception. I believe. Oh, you know what? We're gonna ignore that because you actually should be rolling judge intentions, I believe, which is in your where your attributes are. It's one of the side column.
Okie doke.
There we go. Looking around, as you 3 approach, there are definitely a few who do look over to you, but this is a party where people are walking off the street consistently, and it does seem like Augie's boys are a large group that doesn't always get together, because about 2 seconds after most of these people look at you, they look you up and down, and either turn away and hold up a drink as they're called away to take shots, or basically, well, they're checking out Morningstar, Cloudy, and you.
Yeah, just so long as they're, not glancing twice.
No, if
Is
they
the
do
vibe.
anything, it's look and a drunkenly go, "How you doing?" kind of thing.
Just for the record, Mojave, as he's walking, he's not walking as he normally does. He's calling back to the echoed memories of Ollie, mirroring that posture, that body language,
Yeah,
that
I
language
think
saunter.
that- I think Morningstar also changes her body language. She's been around others enough at this point to be able to mimic. and her hips start kind of moving in a way you've never seen her move before. She gets an expression on her face that is like equally aggressive and also seductive. And I think she pulls out a cigarette, which later on you guys can ask how she got that, but she takes out a cigarette and lights it and then hands it to Mojave.
He accepts it.
Jay would be shadowing the group with one of his little eyes, fly spies.
I think it's fair to call them your little eyes.
Yeah.
He's twiddling his thumbs in the back seat.
Cloudy, you have
Keep it
seen
like a
him in the
handheld
club
console?
environment before, just kind of melding on in. He is doing exactly the same goddamn thing as if he is ready to party.
And you are quickly melded into the crowd. People are way more focused on the cars. Over a ways you can hear the fights and the people cheering and shouting. And of course, slightly on the edge of the party, you can hear various couples type arguments because of course that's happening. It's a party. Someone's embarrassing themselves. Technically, so there are 3 locations that any one of you can go to. There is the warehouse, the dive bar, and the parking lot. All 3 sort of have their own collection of people that have really... there are people in between, but that's sort of like the collections of the most people.
Okay.
Were any of those like magically active folk congregate in any of the particular areas, or are they kind of evenly spread out?
Most of them are in the actual parking lot. Not in like the warehouse. There's none in there. There's 1 in the dive bar, and the other 9 are all in that big parking lot.
Oh. What are all the sorts that are in the parking lot right now? Oh, I think you mentioned like a fighting ring or something?
Yeah, sort of like this makeshift fighting ring where people are just sort of circled around. Definitely like... The best way to put it is, well... My brain melted for a second, pardon. Well, people have sort of backed up and the fights are going on. Whenever someone loses, they then proceed to get pelted with various cups of beer. And the winners also seem to have the same thing, though in a more congratulatory sense. Or they're just being handed one and drink it so quickly it's dumping all over their face. People fighting seem to be the most drunk.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So these magical active folks might be more like adepts duking it out in the center of the ring with a couple mages off to the side kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's
Alright.
kind of seeming like. Because it's like, people are having a good time, but that's some hard good times.
Oh, yeah. I might try and make buddy up with the dude in the dive bar, but yeah, no. Otherwise, more chill. More chill. Than the Duke 'em up arena. No.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are quite prepared to make friends with our fists at the moment.
No. Certainly not. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I guess we were just walking around, probably just casually perusing every part. I'd like to say eventually we go into the warehouse.
As we're walking around, though, listening in, is anybody talking about, like, where the boss is?
Now, this is perception.
Okay.
Can I aid Mojave in that?
You know what? If we want to count it all together, yes. I will actually give Mojave a +2 on this.
Okay.
Okie doke.
But this is counting as everyone doing this perception roll together. I'm not gonna let you do it again
Okay.
because there will basically time. Do you?
I might do that all on my own because I got like 10 dice to this thing.
Would you all rather we roll with the highest pool and I give the bonus to that?
I'm okay with that if Mojave is.
I just want to try rolling things, like.
Whoever needs the +1, you take the +1 from me.
You know what? We'll give it to Mojave. Both the two people rolling. Roll.
This perception is with a 2 because of my earbuds. Okay. And then... Wow.
All them dice.
All them dice in one hit.
Well,
Ain't that the
Pain.
Mojave, you are listening in and parsing through the various strange conversations and vague, odd comments of many people's everything.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually you hear a conversation between a larger troll individual who kind of seems to be playing kind of like bouncer, but not really. Just sort of making sure, fight pit stays fight pit and people don't break anything in the dive bar. And another man who's basically talking about cars. And you eventually hear Augie's name come up talking about his, very tricked out vehicle that they're really excited to see. And they're all like, oh, we want to see it. It's going to be so cool, man. And they're basically asking, where's Augie? When he's going to get here. And all you kind of can glean from that is the ending of that conversation is very much, I don't know when, but he gonna be here soon.
Okay. Yeah, this is relayed in the yeah, seems like the guest of honor ain't far off.
Did you want to get a I Spy looking around, get a heads up for it?
Jason, would you like to send maybe one of your I Spies up a little bit to check the roads?
Yes.
So you can say the I Spy flies up a little bit, kind of trains its camera on the 3 intersections that lead to this road. It's basically trying to get an early warning if you see a rather large vehicle. From the description, and then we'll say Mojave definitely passed it off to you as well. You're looking for some kind of very large, like custom type car. Like this thing is built to fit multiple trolls in it. I try and remember the name of the car. I believe it's called an El Camino. I really hope I'm saying the correct car. Whatever looks like a muscle car and a pickup truck had a baby.
Okay.
It's a fucking boat.
Yeah.
It's a boat. It's basically a giant fucking boat.
So when I had originally done the AR sweep, what were those two kind of bat spider icons within the warehouse itself, or were they outside?
From the...
Or were they just like transient moving around?
They were very much transient moving around, and technically speaking, there's a pretty high likelihood those two individuals are not in AR. That they are like cold simmed or hot simmed in. So they're in full VR more than likely. You don't fully you wouldn't be able to tell where their bodies are. They're probably on cyberdecks, but if they're anywhere, they're inside this building, or maybe someone stowed them in a car. Or they could be legitimately away from this location, possibly.
Okay. I definitely relay that to the group, or whomever is piloting those two icons I mentioned earlier. They are most likely hot simmed into their system. That could mean they are here somewhere in building, in one of the cars or not here at all.
All right.
So keep an eye out for anyone who may be stationary. They're deep within VR.
Well, I guess my question is, how do we want to go about this? Do we want to take out their matrix security, get a stun patch on them or something, knock them out? If we can find them?
I would like to do that, but A, we need to find them, and then secondly, time it for maybe a little after Augie gets here. Because if they are timed out now, they give him warning before he ever gets into the building, and then, he can't work his magic.
I wonder how hard it'd be to get these folks working that magic against each other. I mean, they're already fighting. I'm just saying.
Very interesting question.
Guy in the bar knocks into the wrong buddy. Next thing you know, the place is in chaos. It's a riot, and we didn't have nothing to do with it.
So, I have a question, DM.
Yeah.
Kind of going based off of that statement given to me by Mojave. Would misread marks be something that could sort of do that to at least the others that are like me?
Misread marks. Misread marks is a method of basically spoofing another individual's mark. So, what that would sort of be used for in general, in this scenario, what you would probably be trying to do is either make one of the spiders look like someone else to instigate a fight between the two, or you're trying to mark something in the area with either another mark or something else to make them go over or look for something. It's not connected to you, kind of thing. So this is to make them have a misread one.
Okay.
And you can mark. Remember, you can mark an icon. You can do that.
Yeah.
If you are not careful, they will know that it has occurred to them, and they will know where to find you.
Right. So I'll have to be very careful with that. Okay.
I will also say one thing. Your marks do stay even if you leave the Matrix, I believe. Unless you're fully rebooting, it does not delete them. And for you to reboot, you actually have to go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So I relay this information to Cloudy, where I say, look, the thing I can do that is sort of in that same, Mojave and Cloudy, that is in the same vein as this, right? It comes with risk. I can sort of manipulate their marks that they put out to make them go look for something else or make them fight each other. However, if I put out mark, they will be able to find me until I go to sleep.
Oh, I was just thinking we nudge a guy and say, hey, did you hear what that fella said about you?
Oh, you're talking more general, start a bar fight. That I don't think will be very difficult to do here at all.
Exactly my point.
Oh, if we want to start a whole bunch of chaos where you're going in, getting the Matrix boyos to fight each other, and some people in the bar to fight each other, if we need that chaos, we could probably instigate it. Probably a thing we could do.
Okay. Distract them long enough so that at least T and J can handle Augie and his car.
Yeah, if they're all fighting each other, they won't be fighting him.
No, the question.
What are we
becomes what
planning
about-
to do to Augie's car?
Oh, Jay has promised to annihilate it.
Yeah,
Right, Jay?
Oh yeah, he's made it a personal
it's
mission.
tradition.
The last time he took Lynx and he blew up Augie's car, so
Aha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, little bruising of ego, basically,
And I
before
mean,
he gets his
a little bit.
face
I
broken.
think. At an
Are
event
you
like
planning
this,
to
there's no better
blow
way
this
to
up
send
with
a message.
Augie inside it?
Now there's an idea. Could
Otherwise,
you
what's
imagine
the
the look
point?
on his face?
What's the point
but-
otherwise?
Okay, but
Send a
also let's not
message.
take away T's fun.
We're trying to kill this man. What message? We're trying to kill this man. That is our
The same
job.
message we-
He's got a boss.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Right. That's the message we are trying to send to her. You see. Well, T and I, we sent a message. So, you've got to keep sending messages until she gets the point, you know?
See the
The
look on your
point
face,
to track
Cloudy.
us back to your house and murder all of us.
Oh, we
I don't-
take it. We
Gotcha.
take out the big fish, and that's gonna be the agenda one way or the other.
I don't think they're
She's
gonna be
going-
able to track our van anymore. It's upgraded, man.
We. Knowing that it was us that did it is the opposite of what we want to do.
We're gonna be suspect
You
number
understand
one.
that.
That's why I'm saying we start a big old fight. So they're just fighting. Everybody's fighting here already. We just make sure it spreads.
I can help with that.
Perfect.
It'll be covered.
Cloudy.
He'll blend right in. Nobody'll notice he's even there.
Alright.
Right.
Nobody
it's
left
perfect.
standing anyway.
Right. We,
Okay. That's. Cloudy is gonna actually just start, actively be heard in the bar as he just kind of laughs out of nowhere. The curtain's over, just. Can I have a shot, please? From the bartender at the dive bar, as he's just like, this is covering up his breaking composure.
I think Mojave goes and gestures that he would like a drink as well, just for the heck of it.
Bartender quickly turns around. Best way I've ever put this. Her boobs follow suit about a second after she does. And many an individual in this bar sort of go, "Oh, right." And she proceeds to pour you shots, and then proceeds to pour you another round of shots as she's just like, "Everything's on the house. Have a good fucking time, boys."
Hold. Oh.
takes
Oh
shot.
boy.
I'm holding the shot. I haven't actually taken a sip yet, but I'm holding the shot. I'm okay. I am looking for anyone who seems like maybe a couple situation, anyone who seems like they're already feeling a little jealous, a little bit like don't be looking at what's mine type of vibe. I'm trying to scope out a mark, basically, just not cybernetically. I'm just taking a peek.
Judge intentions roll, please, for me.
Okay.
Can I offer my aid?
Oh, I've already rolled it, and
Oh, okay.
I did not do well.
Woo!
Yeah, it's not great.
As you are attempting to kind of look around looking for an easy mark, someone just backs right into you and, like, spills your drink. And they're like, "Oh, shit, sorry, I didn't mean it. Fuck."
What the fuck? Well, now you owe me another.
It's just, like, turns around, gets a look at you, and this is a orc gentleman. He just sort of looks at you and goes, "Oh, shit, yeah, as long as you're gonna share that drink with me, how you doing?"
That's the intention, sweetheart.
And it's like, "Bernice, I need 2 more fucking shots over here." And the bartender quickly pours both shots.
Question, what are these shots being poured from? Is there, like, just, like, individual bottles, or do they have, like, is there something I could theoretically spike?
They are individual bottles. They all seem to be basically the exact same thing. I'm going to tell you, it's tequila. And the entire bar has crates of tequila.
Okay.
Although, I'll give it for free as you went to go look for the drinks, as one of the crates is just sat up on the bar. There is a stamp on the side of the crate that says... this is me forgetting the name of the dang corporation.
You're fine.
There it is. Aquarius Shipping Company.
Okay. While all that's happening, I do the very classic taking of tequila shot where wedge of lime, and I put it in the orc's mouth, and I lick his neck and put salt on it, take the shot, and then lick the salt and take the lime back from his mouth.
Give me a moment.
Very classic move, you know? As one does.
A classic serpent seduction.
Just trying to make my mom proud, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Just trying to make my mom proud.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Alright,
Yes.
we're all adults here. I'm not even going to sugarcoat this. This action very much
Yes.
entices this very drunk orc. He is immediately going to grab you and drag you closer to him.
Wonderful.
This is a
We're
grapple.
gonna sit pretty.
You're going to let
Amazing.
this
We're gonna
happen.
sit pretty. Yeah, we're gonna sit pretty. We're sitting pretty. I found myself a big orc man that in my head I'm just like, we're gonna pretend this is tea right now and not just some scary orc that I don't know. And we're just gonna sit on this man's lap and sit pretty. That's what we're gonna
There
do.
is a...
Question. As this is going on, are there any nearby folks who seem to be like watching enviously?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Not even gonna hide that.
Yeah.
There are already two gentlemen and a woman who have now turned. Also, by the way, all of these are orcs. Turned, looked at the other orc, and they're just like, "Son of a bitch."
Has
Yeah.
the biggest, strongest one as he's grabbing scales, I think I want to sidle up and kind of like, oh, that's I thought she was looking at you.
The biggest orc there, that's doing the look, is the female orc is probably stood at about, God, must be maybe a couple inches shorter than T, and she's built.
Love
She
it.
doesn't have any cyber, but she is more built than the other two. Looks like she could bench press the tank.
Yeah, me and Mojave are on the same brainwave. We are like preparing the chaos. is what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
So are you gonna sidle up
And
to
y'all
the
are doing
lady
this
orc?
in the. Y'all doing this in the dive bar or in the warehouse?
This would be the dive
the
bar.
dive
if
bar.
you
In
were
the
taking
bar.
drinks.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I think you two got this settled. I'm gonna step outside in the warehouse and see what kind of vibe they're getting out there.
It's perfectly fair.
Ready for that
Uh,
chaos.
So, I'm trying to think of what this is. I guess this is con. Mojave, roll con for me.
Okie doke.
Also, you get a bonus because you're mentor spirit.
Okay, and do I also get a bonus from first impression?
Yes, you do. This is the first time this individual's ever met you. So yes,
Yeah.
you both bonuses. I believe it is a +2 from your mentor spirit. And his first impression's also +2.
Yes, it is.
Alright, you may roll con with a +4. That's honestly, this is a drunk individual who's already displeased. That is well enough to convince this woman. She, like, you sidle up to her, and it's like you just whisper in her ear. And
Oh, what a shame.
right.
Just a minute ago, the way she was looking at you.
I think even like Morningstar's eyes kind of glance over at Mojave, right? But really the intent is that she's looking in the direction of this female orc and then looks, turns her head again. Very, very like, oh, poor me. I've been taken by this orc man. I need a big, strong lady to come save me.
As
Mojave's very much like, yeah, here's the target.
to kind of play off the mentor spirit assistance. Mojave, you hear this, and it just sort of blends into your voice. This woman would not be able to notice, but you hear Havoc sort of along with your voice assisting you, as if they're layered on top of each other. The woman just sort of like pats you on the back, not aggressively, but like she's just that big and strong that kind of knocks you forward a little bit and goes, "You're fucking right." And she fucking gets herself up and she's walking over, and she's starting to walk over. And before this event occurs, Cloudy, you have walked into the warehouse. There are many cars in here. You can just smell. There's windows and other doors on the back of the warehouse that have been opened due to all the exhaust. There's big air vents on the top. They're all turned on. It's kind of hard to hear in here, but you do know at least there's something in here is letting off music. There's a thudding beat in here that it's not in the same in the dive bar, which is playing like very basic music. There's many cars. A lot of the humans are in here, and you notice that in the time you've spent, that elf that had been outside in the parking lot sitting on top of a car, he has now come in here, and you can see he's in the center of the warehouse, and he's beginning to pull fabric out of a box, and you can see that it's a checkered flag.
Is there about to be a race? Oh. Alright.
See, this gentleman is pulling out the checkered flag, and he kind of sets it on the top of the box, and he reaches up and pulls off his jacket, basically revealing a very provocative outfit, and you realize this is he's a race boy, and he's like getting himself ready, like kind of just running his hair, making sure it's all fluffy. He's definitely a little bit tipsy, but he's enjoying himself.
Okay.
Sidling kind of up to him are a few like people just conversating with him. He's just talking. He doesn't seem to be going outside yet. There's no rush in his motion, so though it seems like there's going to be a race tonight, it's not very soon.
Okay. I might go ahead and stagger my way over, acting a bit more drunk than I am, and just be like, "Oh, a race! Oh my gosh! Who's racing? Which car should I look at? Which one can I get the preview for?"
Oh shit! And the elf man kind of leans back and like he reaches over and like tugs on. It's not a tie. It's sort of like if you imagine a bolo tie. There's some kind of weird thread, and he just pulls on it from another gentleman, and he leans forward going, "You should check out mine." Come on, man. And if this is the man driving, you're a little worried because he's staggering about as much as you are. But he pulls you over to a very, very pretty, very, shined up, nice and wrapped, iridescent blue muscle car. It's got that stupid spoiler on it. It's got the engine sticking out of the front of the car. All the cosmetics that don't really do shit.
Who you racing against? Who's this big old beauty going to go ahead and kick the ass of? Huh? Who you got?
Just to me, we're gonna beat every motherfucker in this place, and then the winner gets to fight Augie. I'm telling you, this year. All right, don't tell Augie I said this, but this year Augie's going down. I'm gonna get him this year.
Hey guys, we have a racing contest. Winner just auto full-on fights Augie.
I'm
This is
down.
relaying this like in real time, like open comms, just to hear this playing through everything. It's kind of like, oh shit, man! Like, can anybody enter? Like, what's the rules for this, man?
Oh shit, you got a car?
I mean, I have a buddy who has a car, and he's usually pretty good with it.
I mean, what do we got?
He's usually kind of shy with it. He doesn't like showing it off until like it's time to go.
I see what you mean. He got a special car. I think Travis gotta look over the cars, but like, man, we'll let anybody join in. It's the boys, bro. It's Augie's boys. We all have a good old time, but you gotta make sure that car can hold up.
Just like a barely audible whisper over the comm of like, Jay, it is your time.
We haven't seen Augie's car yet, have we?
No, Augie has not arrived.
We have not.
Hey, Scales, do you think you could do me a favor and search the web and see if you can find any pictures or images of Augie's new car? I just need to know what it looks like.
Okay, so I am still like leaning on this orc, arm around him, just relaxed, very like hee girly giggles, whatever. And I'd like to very subtly drop into AR real quick. I don't know if I would have to check like local rumors, but just to see if I've seen essentially the newest updates of Augie's car.
I'm gonna say
Maybe on like that's been caught on cameras.
Yeah, do local rumors for me.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, this is a car of a known criminal, but like, Augie's not gonna be putting that on the regular web, as people do know Augie is a bad person.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Bro, you got the make, model, color, everything. You got that
Oh,
as
really?
this a
I'm
tricked
just-
out El Camino. It is this hot pink and black striped, gaudy as fuck thing. It's got Augie.
Striped.
I don't know how to fucking fully shorten it to a license plate. License plate's vanity says Augie baby on it. You got
So
pics of him at like you know, basically it's a forum for the boys. It's a pic of him, you know, preparing for the rally.
okay. So what this will look like, if you'll allow ST, that on Jay's deck where he's like visually watching everything, he would just see these images and clips pop up rapidly from Morningstar, showing off the new car, showing him preparing to race and come to the rally, all that shit. Sent straight to Jay.
Perfect. Jay's gonna be like, this is perfect. We're gonna give him a real show when it's our turn to race. I gotta get registered.
Yeah, and then at the end, you know, okay, open channel so everyone would be able to hear this, right? She turns to this orc and says, you know the race outside? I heard that, like, at the end, whoever wins gets to fight Augie. Is that true?
Yeah, my boys and I, we're definitely gonna win tonight. Well, and then I'm the one who's gonna have to do the fighting. Cause like we're serious
Oh, I
about
see.
like fighting Augie. Cause Augie's in the race and Augie probably gonna win, so it's probably gonna be second place. But like, it's Augie, so yeah, I got this.
But
I
you're a
got
big,
this
strong
new
orc.
stuff. Yeah, I got this new
Yeah,
fucking muscle
and
stuff
she's like
in me.
feeling his muscles. Yeah, she's like feeling his muscles. You know, she's
You
like, yeah,
can-
you're really big and strong.
You can tell when you grab onto him. There's a specific thing called muscle lacing as a enhancement, and you can tell that this man has had muscle lacing. It's these very odd lining, and you feel it when you grab the muscle, but that's harder than normal muscle mass. So he seems to be augmented in some way.
And just for the record,
Yeah.
every time you're playing shoulder angel to this orc, I'm over there playing shoulder devil to the other one.
Yep, and then like, if you'll allow me, ST, just like digitally, text will appear on Jay's deck that says that information about whoever wins the race gets to fight this particular orc, muscle lacing, and then we'll say like, Jay, if you win this race, T can fight Augie. You know, like very just like quick texts being sent to Jay. And then she says to this orc, like, my gosh, I really don't know if there's anyone here who can beat you.
And right about that point in time, you hear a very gruff woman's voice just go, I can. And like orc turns, and I'm gonna ask you to make a dodge, as these are two very drunk individuals.
Okay. So what's dodge?
Agility
I don't
and
think-
reaction.
Agility and reaction. That would be,
And
like, a
gymnastics
D4.
if you have it.
Right.
I don't
And
have
gymnastics if you
gymnastics.
have it. I do not believe you do.
Yeah. So what is it? Agility and what? And reaction?
And reaction.
Okay. If I click agility, it should pop up to allow me to also.
Yes.
Add
If
reaction
it
to
says
it, right?
anything about a modifier, you just click OK and then move on with it.
Got you. Ooh, we got a 2. But there's a 6 in there, so.
I would say you're going to take a point of stun damage as when this
okay.
woman comes in and just hauls out and full haymakers this man. He does not even have a moment to
Okay.
register. Basically, the hit, he kind of throws you without, like, because he can't really control himself. He throws you to the ground and you can't catch yourself, so you take a point of stun damage. You just kind of get knocked to the floor.
Yeah, just kind of oof on the floor, but very quickly I get up and just back up a few paces.
Yeah. And then these two orcs proceed to begin to have a fist fight, which is quickly kind of broken up by not only two other men in the group, but also that bouncer-esque guy. He walks in and quickly basically grabs their collars and goes, "What the fuck are you two doing?"
What
Fight
would it
pits
take
outside.
to, quote unquote, accidentally trip one of the people trying to break up the fight so they fall into the fight instead?
What is trip? Is that
What would it take to just get in the way?
Yeah, just be like, leg out, boop.
Just like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
It's not really a normal attack. Oh goodness, what would that be?
Throw fuel on the fire of this chaos.
Now, I don't think this is correct, but I will let you do basically a dodge to do this. I know that's not
Okay.
correct, I'm fairly certain. But basically,
I mean, I'm-
agility reaction is the same idea, but just in reverse. You're trying to get in the way of somebody instead of dodging out of the way.
Exactly.
You are easily able to, very quick thinking, react and put your foot out. One of the gentlemen that was attempting to grab one of the orcs trips forward and, without being able to grab anything, gets elbowed right in the face. And immediately, like, you hear that sickening crack of a nose being broken.
I want everybody fighting everybody here.
Oh yeah, string of curse words ensue. This means that the one orc was able to flip around, has begun to get angry, and starts fighting the other person trying to hold her down. This is slowly beginning to become a bit too much for the one security person, but other individuals are attempting to kind of pile on to stop this fight from getting out of hand. So everyone is very much distracted. Either they are attempting to stop it, or they're cheering in drunken enjoyment.
Are we slipping out of here, Mojave? Or do we remain?
Unless there is another way to continue to escalate it.
Unless you're gonna start trying to basically, I don't know, get people really angry magically, or start, I don't know, throwing your voice to make people think they're yelling at each other.
I mean, they are yelling at each other.
I meant other individuals in the room.
Yeah, no, I don't got any tricks like that up my sleeve. Unless I'm
I
like,
think, yeah,
actually set something on fire. No, that's the limit of what I'm gonna do.
yeah. I think then, like, as this chaos is happening, Morningstar just like looks at Mojave really quick, and then from there has this like very like what's the word? Almost like, ugh, fucking, this is nonsense. Very like dismissive, and goes to leave and walk out to where the cars are at.
Yeah, Mojave hangs back so as not to be seen walking out with her, just in case. I think he just throw his shot back before sauntering out after, a couple seconds after.
Perfectly fine. This argument and kind of kerfuffle, to use a much nicer word than this deserves, it continues for a little while. You can hear the shouting, but you vacate the area before anything too stupid happens. As these are gang members, and more than likely at least one or two of them has a weapon on them.
Oh, of course.
You are able to make your way out to the warehouse, where you could you can make your way out to the warehouse, or you can slip off through the other door and make your way out to the parking lot. If you make your way to the warehouse, you will meet up with Cloudy. If you make your way to the parking lot, you'll be on your own.
Oh, okay, then I would be going to the warehouse. I was trying to get back towards Cloudy. Thought he was outside.
That's perfectly fine. Cloudy, while you are being shown that rather gaudy car, Morningstar and Mojave slide in through that side door, and you see them enter in.
I do not immediately acknowledge the presence. I am not entirely sure what con they're gonna try running next. I'm gonna keep on talking with my particular bud here. I'm being like, oh yeah, what's your toughest competition, man? Is it Augie, or is it some other asshole around here? And basically try and like get a nice view of the better cars that someone may or may not want to attempt to sabotage later.
I think I would be making it look like very similar to car shows, how there's always kind of showgirls around. I would be sort of perusing the cars, if there's people that are like taking pictures or whatever, just being like very I am eye candy vibe.
It is not difficult to slip in with that modus operandi. No one is thinking two ways about it, of like, oh hell yeah, we got hot people. That's all we want, hot people on cars.
Yeah, I think if Cloudy looks over, there's one point where Morningstar is like leaning on the roof, or not the roof, I'm sorry, the front of a car, and like posing, very, very like car pinup girl.
I'll go ahead and whisper in the sub-vocal mic, did you want to tag their systems while you're literally draped all over them?
Already on it.
Yeah, good stuff.
If you would
yes.
to roll me your hacking.
Yeah. Where is my hacking? Here it is. I got a 6.
Well.
Oh.
The car you're sat on definitely is yours now. Nearly.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you could fry this car if you wanted.
Delightful. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to do that probably to the cars that seem most
And that's
competition.
basically what I've been doing for most of the time. To be like, yeah, what's your fiercest competition? To be like, which one should we mark to absolutely fry should the need arise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would-
who are you
would it-
betting on? Who should I bet on?
Oh yeah, with you
Would
two
it
working
be-
together,
Kinda, yeah.
you can start picking out favorites of the group. A lot of them are bigger cars that can put up with Augies, and you're gonna notice that a lot of the favorites are not the fastest cars. They're the ones with the most armor.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
it's gonna
I'm
be
thinking,
bumper cars, boyos.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be bumper cars.
Just thinking for the sake of the information, I'd come up and like with eavesdropped information start being like, oh yeah, I heard such and such person's a real contender this year. What are you planning to do about so and so? Getting a little bit of back and forth, drawing out some like, oh no, that guy's not gonna win. This guy's gonna win.
Win.
Yeah.
You guys
and-
can pick out, like, there's,
and-
of these 15, there are 5 cars that everyone is very certain are gonna win. There's one car that's considered the dark horse, if only because it is very, very fast, but it's, as one orc lovingly put it, is thinner than a sheet of paper.
Got it. A shell car. All that information that we gather, of course, is just immediately sent to Jay, so that he also is aware of these 5 cars and the dark horse.
Really quickly, if you're going to hack all these cars, you will have to make a hacking roll for each car.
Ooh, boys, do we think my luck is gonna keep going?
I mean, hey, get as many of them as you can.
Get,
then we can
get
cut
like
bumper
2 or
cars.
3. We'll deal with the rest as is, I
That
guess.
is true. This is
you-
one of those scenarios where this amount of hacking isn't really going to harm you because there aren't anyone really looking at the cars specifically. They're not being
Okay.
monitored.
Okay.
And
Okay.
with as good as you control that one car, you don't even need to sabotage it. You could probably just like yeet it into other cars. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Take it
yes,
over. Suddenly,
You
this is
can
a racing
override
game.
certain things.
Then again,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this car running into other cars is the entire point of this race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? I will try to hack 2 more cars because I've already marked 1 out of the 5, right? So 2 more, so it'll be 3 in total. On these, because I'm getting this information from Mojave and Cloudy, can I get a +2?
No, because
No? Okay, that's fine.
basically the information you would get for them does nothing to assist with these cars'
Okay.
firewalls.
Okay. So I'm gonna do these 2 rolls right now. I got another 6. And I got a 4.
That second car, you have 3 marks on it, and the last car, you have 1 mark on it.
Cool.
So 2 of those cars, you can absolutely straight up just hit shutdown.
Okay. And then the one that's only has the 1 mark, I could probably fiddle with whatever extras they have on their car.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fry it, but you could definitely make that. Well, though you couldn't fry it, you can hack it while it's going. You could hack it again and put more marks
Okay.
on it if you wanted.
Okay. So I've relayed that information to the others that 3 cars have been marked.
Okay. All right.
How would I go about getting this thing registered for this race?
Did I get the info from the other dude?
Yes. The
On how to
info
do
on
it?
registering the
Yeah.
race is basically you just have to pull up with the car, present yourself, and just give them a name.
Don't use your real name.
I will. In that case, I will. So first of all, I'm going to use my Should I change what my car's paint job looks like before or after I went? Probably before. Right?
Oh, you have that thing, don't you?
Yes. And I wanted to match Augie's paint job.
The fucking shade.
The big, like, pink garish stripes and all.
Yes.
Is this an exact match, or you
No.
want to like make fun of him by like switching the colors around or something?
What would be better? I
What
think
is the
exact
shadier
match.
move?
Yeah, I think
That's
I
the
just want like
shadier move.
exact match. Like,
One thing about that is it's
copy.
very clearly we are watching you. Which might be a bit
Yeah.
dangerous to signal before the race.
Oh, I could spoof his chip and plate too. I know his license plate, but I'm not gonna do that. Not yet.
not yet.
Augie, baby.
I would.
Yo, we are
happily allow
giving
you-
Cloudy a fucking panic attack.
Why? Why?
Lord.
Discretion.
Right now, it's just gonna
Discretion
be a
is right in
random,
front of valor. What did I
random
say?
chip and random plate. It's just gonna be random chip, random plate for now.
Random
All
ship,
right,
random plate,
good
but
stuff.
you copy down Augie's garish pink car black stripe. It's obviously a different
Well,
model
I
of
could- I mean,
car,
I could-
but
Yeah, I could always like flip that on after I register them. What,
That's true.
What
You
would
can do it at
common
like the start
sense?
of the race when
Yeah.
he's like when everyone's about to start racing and fucking flip it on.
While registering, I think I'll just have it as like. I'll just have it as like solid pink, maybe even a different shade of.
all right.
Yeah.
So you pull up with this. Let's go with that nice old '50s pink that I think is I like. She likes in
Sure.
cars. You got a nice
Sure.
old '50s pink as you pull it up, and it's up to you if you want to pull up or get out. Basically, I'm gonna say, do you want to register it, or do you want T to get out of the car and register? I.e., do you want them to know you have a rigger chair in there?
What do you think, T?
Doesn't matter to me.
Do you want them to know we got a rigger chair, or do you want them to know we got a T?
That's actually fair. Do
Yeah.
you want them to see T, or do you want them to see you?
Maybe one of the other ones of us should do that.
Hey, you're the one I think Cloudy and you probably have the most charisma to get away with it.
I mean, if one of you guys wants to meet up with me before I go, we can do that.
Well, I can tell in the one person that this is my buddy's car, so you know what? I can go ahead and meet up with you. Like, if you are you planning on going in?
Yeah,
And then
let's go.
have a mini aneurysm as I see your paint job.
Well, it's not spoofing Augie's yet, but it is a nice pink.
Okay.
It's not.
You're
It's not
swapping it
Augie's-
after he gets there.
It's
Got
not
it.
Augie's pink and black.
Okay. All right. Then no aneurysm yet, but I will go ahead and hop on in. And yeah. Hop on up there. Hop on out once you pull on in. They're like, yeah, no. There's this. Yeah. Still acting kind of drunk for it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
probably
the-
giving people a lot of concerns.
The
Here, I
rather
doubt it.
The rather attractive elf, who is currently wearing the checkered flag like a fucking cape, comes walking out to you with a clipboard, and basically just sort of like looks at the car, writes some stuff down real quick, goes, what's your name?"
You can go ahead and just call me B. All
B.
good. B.
Be good.
Be good. Alright, B. Down in a pink. Wait, is this a fucking Roadmaster?
It's a Roadmaster, but let me tell you, it handles like a champ. And can take a big ol' hit.
Shit. All right. I'm gonna go put you.
I've seen this thing. I've seen this big old sword barely take a dent in this thing, and that was swung by a really, really pissed off orc.
Shit. You know what? Fair enough. I'll put you on the pool. And the elf takes the clipboard, walks inside, and writes the name in chalk on this large blackboard that has like the grid with everyone's names. Which, by the way, some of the names on this list are like Tiger, Backtrack, Fast Run, a bunch of like weird, like almost runner-esque names, but some of them are just memes. And then in the middle of that's just Jeff.
But see, the real question is, do they write just the letter B, or do they write B like the animal? That's the real question.
Bzz, bzz.
Do they buzz, or is it just a letter? Because I did not specify.
Of all things, the elf writes B-E-A.
Bay.
No, that is the way to do B.
Yeah?
I guess.
It's a
Kind of.
shortened form of the word
Okay.
the name Beatrice. And yes, the elf marks that up, and immediately people see the new name, look out to the Roadmaster, and at least 5 people start running up with money. People are now currently betting on you as another possibility.
I will go ahead and stumble over there and be like, putting money on my own car. I'm putting like 100 new yen on it. It's not big.
They're all, yeah, I mean, they're all like, I bet, and like, you put the 100 new yen on there, and like, you can already see like some of the things. Of course, like, you know, it's one of those ones where the better odds, the worse odds, the dark horse gonna pay out a lot if it manages to do it. You guys only have a couple bets in on you, so your odds are starting to get... You're not as bad as the dark horse, which is like a 1 in a 50 shot. Slowly climbing into 1 in 100 as the cards are starting to get betted on certain ways. Do not ask me how I remember how to do these. I promise, I've never been in an illegal car race.
No, never. So kind of keeping up with appearances because a new car has come into the fray. If there are still like cameras going and stuff, Morningstar will pose in front of the car.
You pause.
She'll do the thing.
You pose in front of B. Pictures are taken. Everyone's like kind of like cheering, like they're looking around at the Roadmaster, like, oh yeah, this car's really cool. Like, you know, they're just admiring it as proper
Aficionados.
Aficionados, enthusiasts.
Yeah.
A lot of them are very drunk, but they are still speaking vaguely.
Yeah. Car language is being shared right now.
I feel like Mojave is ever so often asking Jay questions about how to speak car so that he can just blend in and mingle.
Yeah. And if it's a question... Well, I mean, actually, Jay is a gearhead and a grease monkey. So yeah, he could probably give you some pretty good answers on that shit.
Yeah,
That is
just
true.
low key play an operator just to be able to talk the talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone is like listening to you, and like everyone's getting real excited about this race. Maybe about 15 minutes after you all signed up, and you know you're taking pictures and you're doing the schmoozing and you're talking. The Fly Spy catches sight of a bright pink giant El Camino turning the corner and starting to head down the street. You are alerted very early, Jason, and actually, Morningstar as well, as you also have access to the camera. Augie is on his way.
Immediately shares that with the group. You know, he's almost here.
Did we want to incite chaos when he gets here? What was the plan? What was the idea?
I kind of want to race.
Let's race. Let's
I think
race,
that's
bro.
fine.
Let's
now.
race.
Let's race.
Should I
And if
preemptively-
chaos, if chaos is needed, right, we will
Oh,
let
we
the
got
signal
chaos.
be known. We got it for days. So
I got a bottle of chaos in my pocket.
yeah. So if it's needed, we'll do it. But I think the race is the goal for right now.
As you all, making your decisions, this hot pink and black El Camino pulls up into what is very clearly Augie's parking spot. The car is also followed by a very large, modified Roadmaster. This is not so much like a traditional security vehicle. It has been heavily modified to expand it and extend it. It is about twice as long as a normal Roadmaster would be. As it pulls in, it has to make very wide turns, and it pulls into that parking lot area. No one immediately gets out of it. Out of the hot pink car, obviously, from the back of the car, sitting in that trunk-esque thing, comes out at least two very large orcs. Out of the front of the car comes out Augie, and a second troll that looks nigh identical to him, although much more like he used to look before the expanded augmentation. They all get out to cheering and some jeers and jokes as people immediately are rushing out to bring Augie a beer and various other alcohols for the others. Eventually, out of the extended Roadmaster, someone hops out of the top of it, as this vehicle does not actually have a driver's side door. One of the modifications seems to have created a tank-like thing where the sunroof, or the roof on the top of it, is now its only entrance. And a very tall and slender female figure comes out of the top, wearing a very familiar purple and cyan glowing mask. Every one of you will recognize this mask as being 404's. As she comes to stand at the top of the vehicle, she waves her hand quickly, and this entire Roadmaster lights up just like her mask does. Quickly following her out of the top of the vehicle are three men, what seems to be two humans and an elf, all wearing masks similar to hers. In various colors, all of them seem to be very color coordinated. As the individual you would assume to be 404, though you have not confirmed it yet, everything identifies her as such. She steps down off the car and immediately walks over towards Augie. You all may attempt, if you would like to attempt to get closer to the situation. They are going to have a conversation.
I have a fancy little thing on my earbuds that lets me specifically listen to particular sounds that I indicate. Like, say, a particular conversation.
Well.
To literally drown out all the other noises.
Morningstar's not trying to be seen.
Oh yeah,
I-
Mojave's immediately making himself scarce, but he might
Yeah.
ask Havoc to eavesdrop.
Oh, Havoc is actually happy to do such a thing.
However, I will kind of. I'm assuming a good number of people kind of moving up to kind of take a look at the cars.
Oh,
or
absolutely.
is everybody kind of keeping?
Oh no!
Then I'll move in with a whole bunch of the
everyone
rest of the crowd. And try and blend in with the crowd as I mute everybody else and try and focus in on their conversation.
I'll give both Havoc. Havoc allows Mojave to hear this, and your ears immediately are able to focus in. Neither Augie and now that you're hearing her voice, 404, are hiding their talk. It's a very regular conversational tone. 404 walks up to Augie and just sort of is, all right, We have a deal. I'm here. Are you gonna tell me where he is then? And Augie, in a tone that seems to have been modified from his original voice, very robotic. Yeah, after the race. You know. Or we can continue our old deal. Get fucked, Augie. And 404 turns around and walks back towards her car. And the three gentlemen that had arrived with her.
Oof. Apparently Augie has someone 404 wants. And apparently they had an old deal that pissed our delightful 404 right the fuck off.
Hostage, blackmail. Either way, spicy.
Morningstar. You get a text message.
Yes. Okay, I do look at it.
In similar code to that you have been using lately. It is a message from 404. The message in coded text, you are able to make out. Basically, are you here?
If I were to tell her to turn around, would she have line of sight to me?
You are still inside the warehouse, and she is on the other side of the building and has walked back to her car. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay. I simply send her, like, a check mark, meaning, like, affirmative.
Checkered flag emoji.
Yeah.
The response is, very quickly, good. Don't die. And then, right after that, you get sent a image. Not an emoji, an actual full image of the mask that that other individual had been wearing. The one who had stabbed Mojave.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. An encoded message. Is that person here?
I don't know, is the response.
I'll be on alert. Is set back.
Just very quick response of, good. I promise I will explain later.
I say nothing back. Now my attention is on maintaining both the kind of personality I've already been exuding whilst here, but also like high alert. I am looking for signs of said mask.
Right. I will put for everyone who is able to view it. 404 has taken up seat on top of her vehicle. The three gentlemen that had previously walked out are now joined by a fourth, and they are basically making all four corners of the vehicle, and anyone who gets within 4 feet of it, they either try to stop them with their hand, or a few who have maybe become a bit more aggressive, they aggressively put themselves out, basically threatening of, you will remain away from this vehicle, or we're going to hit you. So they are definitely making it known that they are not a part of the party.
So it's fair to say that 404 isn't going to be a part of the race.
Yes. Nothing about her vehicle or her demeanor appear to... She's not signed up. No one has walked over with a clipboard. If she's part of the race, she doesn't seem like it. She's not making it known.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just continue, like, taking pictures, doing the sort of, like, car showgirl thing. Just to keep up appearances.
Right. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
Oh, actually, I would have, because of the connection we have, Jay would also know the information about the mask. Like, he would
true.
get sent the image and, like, know this person might be here. This is the person who attacked Mojave and you. So,
Yes.
he would be fully aware. You're muted.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye out with my eye spies, fly spies.
Right.
You've
They're,
been calling them I Spies,
Eyes-
and I feel like that's appropriate.
you know what? They could be either one. You know what? Honestly, you can call them whatever you want. I know what you're referring to.
You know that World of Warcraft warlock spell with the little floating eye? They're just like little versions of that.
Little mini versions with wings.
Little tiny,
Jeez.
tiny eyeballs. They are on high alert, and they will alert you immediately if they discover anything. I have hiccups. Pardon me.
No.
I have idea for a different kind of spirit that could 100% help us. Because I'm unsure whether we're going to need that combat spirit at all. Especially for this initial thing. If we're being subtle about it, it's going to be one-on-one fight. That spirit ain't going to be doing squat. So I got a different one in mind. I'll have to dismiss that one. And then summon a different one. This one of my beast manipulation spirits. But let me go ahead and try this thing. Okay. All right, Softy. Roll me them six dice. All right. So I get one service from them. And hopefully that will be all that I need. Resist the drain. I am good. Okay. So this particular spirit is a very smoky jaguar-looking beast spirit, and it is rad as hell. But for now, just know that this particular beastie has a power known as confusion.
Ah.
And that is the only thing I need from it.
It's perfectly understandable. I'm aware of what this is going to be doing later.
Yes.
As a 4/6, correct?
Yes.
All right. Is anyone going to attempt to do anything else specific? You've been given all this information. A lot of you are keeping up appearances. Anything else you'd like to do?
Briefly considers brewing up some super glue and decides against it.
Toss it
Mostly
in one of the
just-
engines.
Uh-huh. But nah, I don't need them tracing my aura. I don't need that heat right now.
Just chilling out, waiting for the race.
Yeah, T's in the back seat, just vibing. He's got his eyes shut. He's probably watching some vids on his sim deck. Eyes shut, just
It's like,
preparing himself for the evening.
Yeah, now that Augie's here, Mojave is just like fading out of the crowd, making himself scarce, like becoming a background NPC.
right. As everyone is sort of existing within the party, Augie, makes the rounds as the big boss he is. Gets a couple drinks, his boys are getting drunk. The individual who looks similar and not, very similar to Augie. He's not fully identical, but he's very similar. Similar in height, similar in everything. I'm just gonna give it, all of you are vaguely around the party. You're gonna be able to overhear. This gentleman's name is Danny. And from their conversations, the way they act around each other, you can quickly tell that Danny and Augie are brothers. Danny does seem to be a lot more submissive than Augie. Augie is far more aggressive and pushing people around. Danny seems to just sort of sit back and just contemplate things. But you do notice that Danny has very specific kinds of gloves on. They're driving gloves.
So, very quickly able to surmise that Danny is the racer of the two.
It definitely appears that way, as even later on, as it's all waiting, Danny goes over to his car. Danny is pulling up the hood. Danny is checking the engine. And much closer to the race's start point, Danny gets in the front seat, driver's side. And Augie gets inside the passenger.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah, I think that information, if Jay didn't pick up on it, is already sent to him.
We're gonna go with Jay. You specifically are sent a message from 404. And you're sent it through your spy fly. Basically, its camera suddenly picks up a little bit of interference, and then you are sent a series of images. And you are able to understand these. They are engine specifications. And this engine size, it's everything. You can make an assumption that that's the El Camino's engine. And it's been heavily modified. It's got boosters. This thing looks like it could have a top speed of 200 miles per hour if it wanted to. It's a very fast and dangerous car. It is built like an actual bullet.
All right.
Do you share this information?
Yes, I'll send it over to Scale.
I have a question.
Yes.
This might be a very dangerous move, but I'm gonna see what happens. Can I try to mark it?
The car?
Yeah, the same way that I've marked these other cars that are gonna be in the race.
You can try. It is also
Okay.
on its Wi-Fi, and you may try to hack it.
Okay. We're gonna try. I got a 3. There's 2 6s in there.
Damn. I have to actually remember. It does not work.
Okay.
And you can quickly tell the car basically from being involved in this car's brain, its firewall gets bigger in response.
Understood. Okay. That information is immediately shared with Jay. You know, that I tried to mark it, didn't work. However, it has a very reactive firewall. So there's probably a lot going on with this car.
Yeah. This might be a challenge.
If anything, all you gotta do... If am I understanding this right? That, like, even if he doesn't beat this car, right? If, let's say, he's second place, the opportunity to fight Augie is still there, yeah?
Yes, it's... from what you were basically told is that the air quotes winner fights Augie. But Augie also competes himself, and Augie is always the winner. Second place is considered a winner.
Got it.
And you notice that on the betting pool, Augie's car is not written down.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
We're
pretty
assuming
much like,
Augie just
Victory
wins.
is for coming in second place to the boss. That's just what
Right.
that's what the trophy looks like.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. All right, so that, I think, information is just understood by the whole group. Cool.
Yeah.
But how good would it be if you feed him anyway?
Right now, Jay is debating what would be the better license plate to spoof: Augie Baby or Here for Augie.
Oh, here for Augie. Here for Augie, bitch. Yes, we're gonna give Cloudy another heart attack, but
Out here. giving
Cloudy's
away
just gonna be in the
aneurysms.
crowd, like full panic attack, needing extra shots.
Goddamn. So, I assume you're gonna spoof that.
Well, I'm waiting until, like, I guess the race is like starts
Oh.
count. Like as the countdown starts, the car is going to like shift colors to be identical to Augie's color scheme, and the license plate will shift to Here for Augie.
Okay. You're
But
gonna
during
pull
the countdown,
Get Cloudy.
before they like fire the gun, you know.
that face. Oh my lord.
No.
Alright.
Aneurysms. Aneurysms for being
while
bad.
in the vehicle. That's the
Basically,
best
yeah.
part. So as it's getting
Y'all are still
closer-
streaming the video feed from the fly spine to our little AR. You just kind of as I'm sitting inside the vehicle, and I just stare at it, just.
What is wrong?
What?
with you? So party
Do
is
you
going on.
want
People are
to-
getting more antsy and hyped up, and a lot of the cars are starting to line up. No one's pulled anything out, but they're just lining up, and the racer, the elf with the flag, is basically pointing to people where they're starting, and it is in order of like where's your standing in the betting kind of thing. So you guys are actually pretty close to the back of the line. And
That's fine.
well, before Augie's car can make his way to the front, obviously, Augie gets out of the car, and Danny drives it over to his starting position. Augie makes his way over to where 404 is. Now, this is a very hushed conversation. If anyone would like to hear this, they are actively going to have to work for it. Even the silence all noises is still going to take perception.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think like with the cars that Morningstar would have gone out to where everybody's lining up, but not been too close to Cloudy or Mojave. It would have just kind of been in the crowd.
Right.
Yeah, what should I roll for Havoc to eavesdrop?
Roll perception as well. We're counting Havoc's perception is yours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna only give this to Cloudy. This is a pretty quiet conversation. I'm not going to talk to myself for 5 minutes, but I'm going to give some choice words. Augie basically calls to 404. 404 walks up to the edge of, very seemingly unafraid of Augie, even though his size. Their conversation is simply a very quiet lines of, I miss you. 404 responding simply with, I've never missed you. And later on, some statements about 404's body, and he's my kid. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then
From who?
for
Who
that one
who
was
said that
Augie.
last bit?
That one was Augie. And then 404 basically spits in Augie's face. And this one's seen by everybody. And Augie's final statement as he's about to walk away is just, eventually you're not going to be able to say no anymore. And he walks away. And you watch 404. The minute Augie's turned around and not viewing her, she kind of backs up and she hits the back, like hits her car kind of thing, like falls into it. And her body language looks uncomfortable. Like, if you could see her face, it's like that was a lot more scary than she was letting on. Oh, by the way, to spit in Augie's face, she did kind of pull her mask up a little bit and spit at him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you overhear.
Does Cloudy share this?
Yes, Cloudy is the only person who heard it.
Cloudy will just kind of be like, okay. Like, for the first part of the conversation, like, huh. Sounds like Augie and the 404 might have had some history. Like, some interesting history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, got together at some point? Like, it's... no, to not what... They have a fucking kid. They have a fucking kid. Like,
Okay.
part way through sentence, he gets that particular... Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Custody battle.
Cool. We love to see it. Okay. I think immediately at that bit of knowledge that's dropped, Morningstar sends a message to 404, very much encrypted. But amongst this encrypted message is going to be like the emoji of a baby. Question mark.
It takes a while for a response, but you do gain one. The only response is 404 sends the image of the mask again.
Oh my god! Okay. Okay. I will send this out on our particular bandwidth and say essentially the person who attacked Mojave and Jay is 404 and Augie's kid.
There's an audible hiss from Mojave.
Jesus Christ. I am going to actually send 404 the image that I was able to get of her kid, essentially, when they attacked Mojave. Because you did say, like, I got a little bit of an image.
You got it. It's how you know the masks.
Right. And I send that to her.
You do not get an
I send that
immediate
to her. That's fine. I send it to her and then follow it with the message of, we'll find them. And then I don't say anything else after that.
Yeah, and there is not a response after that. It just sort of sits in messages, though you will be able to see, it was read.
Right. Holy shit. Okay.
So with that small thing dropped, Augie proceeds to get back into his car. In the starting line, your car is set to get ready to go. Anyone who would like to get in the car, you may. The race itself is going to be a series of drive tests, or pilot tests, and then at some point possibly other ones depending on your choices within the race. So whoever would like to assist with the race in any way gets in the car now. Anyone else?
I
Stays out
am
of the
getting in the car.
I am
Question.
not getting in that car.
I have a question. Does any of my, because I've marked at least 3 of these cars, do I have to get in the car to affect them?
Technically, no. But the farther the physical location gets away from you, you will have to deal with what's called noise.
Got it. You know what? We're gonna get in the car. I let Mojave know I have to get in the car. And so that
Don't
they're
worry about
on their own here. Okay, cool. So
Actually,
then she
Mojave-
immediately slips. But
Mojave, actually, if there are any medics on standby, he is going to insinuate himself with them.
There are definitely some boys that are, like, they're sat in, like, their own private area, and you just see this pile of, like, med supplies, and they're kind of out of a crate that is clearly a hospital crate, like something delivered to a hospital. It does not seem like it was meant to be here, and they got, like, 4 of them.
Some
Yeah,
fuckers
ask no
still from a
questions.
hospital.
Just go and make friendly, earn their trust enough that they let me hang around and become one of the boys.
I would like you to roll con for me.
Okay.
You do still get your +4 because you have just met these gentlemen. Oh my god.
amazing.
I'm one of the
Oh my
boys.
You hit
Hey.
the limit. I mean, yeah, you're one of the boys. There is absolutely no way any of these gentlemen could roll higher. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're one of the boys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be palling around with the, I'm going to use the phrase loosely, but medical staff?
Yeah, you do find out while palling around that 2 of them, the reason that these items are from a hospital is they stole them from their work. One of them is a
Okay.
nurse, another is a radiology technician.
Okay. Yeah, no, if anything, no judgment, just compliment that they were able to get real supplies, like.
And they're just like, oh, we have to, man. Augie's about to fuck some people up.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. I believe it. Don't worry about it. I'll help y'all out.
Soon as I'm in the fucking car, I let T know that the person who attacked Mojave and Jay is their son, is Augie and 404's son, and that I don't think 404 would mind if you absolutely decimate Augie. You know, just take that information as you will.
Yeah, I'll send her a fruit basket after I punch her kid too.
That's okay, he deserves it.
So, if everyone is set where they're going to, we are going to take a break.
I'm going to
before we
do.
start the race.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Wait until after the break.
We will be back in just a little while. I was just about to start counting. I was like,
No, that's not a thing I am allowing today. There we go. That's better. It was pumped up to 4-6. So for your initiative, you get plus 5 and 2d6 to your initiative. While you're running, while you're doing your thing and I'm sustaining the spell.
Okay, so 2d6 to my initiative.
No, 5 and 2d6.
You get plus 5 and 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're going fast, boy.
Yes. And I immediately stagger over from a big boy headache.
ooh, someone got that migraine.
Yeah.
Also, since you did use Edge to reroll, there is a floating reroll that Pixie gave. Anybody who needs it.
We're gonna be wise about that.
Okay.
We're gonna be very wise.
Now, I want to question: do you want to use it for that drain so you are not actively fucked over? Yet. Everyone makes this decision together. If it's okay, I don't know. Maybe I should check how much did that?
I mean, we do have those healing potions that Mojave gave us. He made during our prep week and gave us all each one.
Cannot
There's
work
that.
on magical healing. Cannot work on stun caused by magic.
Yes.
Understood.
So
Okay.
That's
So no.
a lot of
Never
stun that
mind.
just happened.
Okay.
However, there is a big boy med kit in the back that I'm going to go ahead and use to just patch myself up real quick. And then after that, I was going to look around to see, are there any other mages in any of the other cars? Just for my own knowledge. Actually perceiving right quick.
Would you like to roll sensing or?
Yes,
You just wanna,
please.
Okay, roll sensing.
Just to right quick, just see if any of them, not minus 30, minus 3. There we go. And 3. Okay.
Two of the cars, one clearly has a mage in it, and the other has a spirit of, I believe it is a spirit of man that is basically wrapping itself around the car.
I'll do something about that right after I patch myself up.
All right.
Uh?
If anyone else wants to do something, I'm going to ask that. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna do it this way just to make it easier. Brain, Jay, roll me your initiative, and the whole car is gonna follow yours.
Okay. Do I roll 2d6 first to add that to the 5 in the initiative?
On, brain's working. I think the modifier will let you add the dice.
Oh, wait, what? Let me add that. Okay, let me try that then.
Oh,
So let me
an
put-
initiative, it's its own separate thing.
Five.
It basically lets them make more drive checks per pass.
What the fuck?
Did you add the d6s to that?
No.
You add your 2 d6s to that, boyo. And if you're
So-
full on hot simming, you add additional ones on top of that to a maximum of plus 5 d6. Because that's your whole rigor cocoon, boyo. You are
Yeah.
conked out.
So 16 plus 1 plus 5. So that's another 6. For 22. And then how many do I add for hot sim?
3 seconds, check your thing. I
Uh,
think that's plus.
so rating 2.
God, that
Oh,
was.
you're hot simming this?
That's actually important. Are you hot simming or cold simming? Remember the difference here is cold sim. Any damage you take within the matrix is going to be stun damage. If you're hot simming, any damage you take is fizz damage. Someone can actually kill you if you are hot simming. Not just knock you out, they will fucking end your life.
I think cold sim would be the wise option.
Yes, this is one of those
Then
instances.
that
Yes.
should be. That should be plus 2d6.
Plus 2.
So you're doing the so your reaction plus your intuition plus 5 plus 5d6 is your initiative there.
Okay, so I think when I clicked the initiative button, it did reaction plus initiative, and then I added 5 to it. So now I have to do a 5d6.
It looks like there was 1d6 already added, so you'd add 4 more d6 to that.
4ds. Okay, 4ds. Okay, so 22, 23, 24, 28, 34? Did I do that right?
Doing math in my head too.
No? That looks like 27 to me.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
27.
It's 27 because that's 4 dice down there.
My bad.
Oh, hold on. Yes, it is 32 because the 5 isn't in there. It's 27 without the 5.
Is in the original one.
No, it's not.
Oh, with the initiative plus modifier, I added 5. I did
Oh.
add 5.
Yeah.
Alright, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, then yeah, it's 27.
So 27.
Okay, 27.
Alright, you're gonna get 3 rolls this run, and everyone else gets the same kind of turns because you're going along with the car.
I'm gonna immediately, like, soon as I hear the fucking bang for the race to start, that's when I'll drop into AR.
Perfectly fine.
And
Should
I'm
I
busy
do-
patching myself in the med kit in the back. Don't mind me.
So I guess the so do the other guys have to do initiative too, or do I,
I
get
have
the
their
first act?
initiative next to me. I'm rolling it private.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm already ready.
Oh, okay. So I guess my car shifts to say here for Augie, and then has that paint job that matches his paint job, and
The car shimmers as it changes over, and the license plate is just sort of very electronically shifted. And even within the car, audibly, you hear the whole crowd lose its mind.
and then I guess the vibe I get is this is like a bumper car race, right?
You can already tell the way these cars are built. There's probably going to be some bashing.
I guess I'm gonna peel off as fast as I can go without pushing it, and probably ram into Augie. I'm gonna try to hit him on the passenger side if I can.
That is where he is, so pilot groundcraft.
All right. I don't think I get any bonuses to this, right? Or does a simming add bonus?
To the pilot? I don't believe so.
Okay. I'll just leave it as it.
Yeah, I believe it just messes with your initiative.
Okay, cool.
whoops and cheers from the sidelines as Jay takes off faster than Mojave has ever seen this car go.
You're able to strike Augie's car, but the driver Danny is able to recorrect himself and weave himself. He's in front of you, but he's still pretty damn close. And
Okay, cool.
the other cars are beginning to move towards you. Immediately when the race starts, the dark horse of the race, that very speedy, lightweight car, is attempting to move very quickly. It is going to come by you. Would anyone like to do anything to it? Or let it fly by?
They're trying to race and, like, get first place, right?
Yes.
I don't want first place, so I think you're gonna shift over and just try to see if I can get it to just a rear end me.
You do know as well that this particular car is essentially like a shell of a car. It's really brittle, but that's what's making it so fast. It doesn't have all this like extra shit to it.
I was gonna say, if it's trying to pass us on my side where T is, and he's not able to get in front of it in time, can I stick my arm out the window and just slap the windshield?
Well, given the fact that Jason just went, and everyone has to have their turn on this side while the cars are moving closer, if that's what you want to do, you have the option to do that before Jay can make another groundcraft check.
What do you require from me?
Hey, if you want to swing the wheel gate down or door open or something like that, do what you gotta do.
That is combat from a car.
It's
Melee combat from a car. Hold on.
If it doesn't get close enough, I've got the room sweeper.
I don't necessarily know about dropping the back gate just yet, because I'm kind of keeping that as an ace in the hole just in case, I get in front of Augie and I want to drop that lower gate and activate my link.
The links
Are there any windows back here?
The car. Okay. I will say
there are windows.
I have no fucking clue how to do a melee hit from out of a car. That is not one I'm very aware of. I know it has to be possible.
So vehicle combat, certain someone, if they're close enough for it to hit with the drive test, then they should be able to just do a full-on melee attack to smack it. if they got the reach for it.
All right.
I will hold on to part of the car. I will hold on to like a part of the car, right, for balance, and use my tail and wrap it around T's waist. So that should he lose balance at all, he has something to kind of keep him balanced in the car. I think he'll be okay, but just in case.
I will allow you to use unarmed combat.
The driver can do the little drive test to basically dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Do you want me to do a drive test to get close enough for him to do his unarmed combat roll?
I'm gonna say that in this case, the fast car is willingly getting this close to you as it's trying to drive between you and Augie. Trying to use its speed and tiny frame to slip through real fast. There's barely enough space, but it's fast enough it thinks it can make it. But it may not be making it any longer.
Yeah, I'll just Superman punch from the back seat down on the hood of the car into the engine block if possible.
Oh, you want to smack the metal of the car?
I mean, if it's that close, potentially, if it would be easier to hit the windshield, sure.
I mean, it's entirely up to you. I just need to know which one you want to do to mess with. Because each one of those has a different structure.
Yeah, I'll punch the engine block.
All right. You may roll it. You hit it. Woo! Jesus. He wasn't fast enough. You come down with your fist, and you are able to punch through the very thin metal framing around the engine block. You do not do enough damage to the engine block itself, but the shell of the car is in fact very damaged. The individual in the car, at least in the passenger side, the window rolls down and out pops a gun.
Okay.
You are going to be fired upon.
Absolutely.
Oh, why the hell? It's not working. Their sheets aren't working for some reason, so I have to do it manually.
Gross.
No. It's 9d6.
Oh shit.
1, 2, 3, 4? So that would require you to make a dodge test. I think there might be a negative here because you are... The only way you can dodge is back into the car. I'm gonna have to say, because you're in a car, the only way to dodge this shotgun, not gonna lie, it's basically a room, it looks a little bit like a room sweeper, is to dodge backwards into the car. You're gonna have to take a negative to this dodge, probably a -2.
And that is agility and reaction?
Yes. And I will say they are also getting these negatives too, if you were to fire upon them.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, I just had to do a real quick count. It's not. It's almost there. That almost was a glitch. Let's see. Blanchette round. You have a room sweeper. Can you remind me what the not slug bullet, the shotgun bullet does?
Flechette?
The flechette. I wrote it down wrong. I only wrote down the slug bullet, and I'm not hitting you with it yet.
That would be under arms. Ba-ba-ba-ba. For the chat, you want to know the damage on it?
Just the damage, yeah.
9p. And then AP is +4.
Oh, that's increasing your... Alright, then that's your soak, and you get +4.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Now, Morningstar, you dodge. You actively stated you are not only in contact with T, you are currently assisting him. There is a possibility of those punches hitting your tail.
Oh, okay. What do I do?
Agility and reaction -2 because you're in a car and you can't get away
Oh
easily.
Lord. Okay, -2. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, you guys. I suddenly forgot how to type. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Oh Lord, my tail is definitely got hit. Amazing. Okay.
It's not a glitch.
Am I allowed to
Overhead.
intercept? Since I am kind of in the way.
I mean, it's wrapped around your waist, so it's
wrapped
gonna
around
hit
your
me.
waist.
And it's a shotgun shell?
Well, yeah, but I don't think my hips are hanging out of the car if it's just me leaning out the window.
The flechette is literally following you into the car. You are able to
totally
protect yourself
fine.
with your jacket, but this is an unprotected, like, physical part of this person.
I
It's
tried
okay.
scales.
It's alright, it's okay.
So, Scales,
Thanks
you
for
do
trying.
get a soak roll, and you do get the +4 skill.
Okay. Where's my soap? Where you at?
Actually, you don't have armor on your tail.
I don't have armor on
Still-
my tail.
Still got
just
the
my
body.
You still have the body.
Your body plus the 4 from the flechette round.
Yes. So that's just your body plus the 4.
So I add 4 to the modifier?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then, do I add a second attribute, or is it just body again?
It wouldn't be body again. It would just be body on its own. So you may have to roll this manually because it's supposed to be under your armor normally. So you may have to roll this manually. So it's whatever the
Okay.
number of your body is, and then add the +4, and then just roll that many d6.
Oh, D6. Okay. Ooh, I only rolled 1. I didn't mean to. Hold on.
It is okay.
I think I meant. Okay, D6, and then roll. Okay. Is it 7 dice, or do I add the +4 as a modifier?
You're getting 7 dice because of the modifier instead of just 3.
I got you. Okay. Just want to make sure because I don't want to roll the wrong thing and fuck this up.
Because my brain just melted.
No.
I was like, how much fucking body
No.
do you have?
I only have
7
3.
dice. No, 7 dice. You roll 7 dice, Bean.
Oh, so then why the fuck? Okay, y'all.
That plus 4
forgive
modifier
me.
is plus 4 dice.
Mhm,
You've
I'm
never been
just-
shotgun blasted before, I think.
Never in my life. I have
It's,
not.
it's okay. It's just because you're getting shotgunned in a non-armored place. That's the only thing. If it wasn't your
Okay,
tail,
alright,
or
here
you
we go.
just grabbed him, it'd be different.
Okay, it's not great, you guys.
It's only
But
one.
there it is.
That is.
It's only 1/1, so
That's 8 damage.
okay.
And I think.
Oh my god, you guys! Yikes. Okay,
Nope, that's
Is
yes.
that
it is.
physical?
it's physical.
You know what? Nope. Hold on. GM is leaning in here. This is not a critical part of your body. This is just your tail. There is
Yeah.
no fucking way I am making a part of your body that is not critical fucking take you out like this.
So how much physical damage do I take then?
4. I'm gonna cut it in half.
Pretty
due to
sure
the fact
Shopty's
it's
changing it to. Oh, okay.
It's gonna be 4.
Okay, so 4.
Because though it is not a critical
I got a
part
lot of
your
nerve
body.
endings down there.
Yeah, it hurts
Got a
like
lot
a
of nerve
motherfucker.
endings.
That is a prehensile tail. It's gonna
Yep,
fucking
it hurts. Yeah, I think it like immediately uncurls around from around T's body. And obviously you guys would see like blood kind of splatter within the car, and she like her tail immediately ends up in her arms, and she's just like, and you see like in that hiss you see her forked tongue come out, and she's just like pain.
What? Cloudy had just hit the button to like start treating his own like stun damage from the spell, and looks up and like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're
I
the
was trying
decker! Get down!
I was trying to keep him from falling out the car.
He has robo arms! He can literally dig into the side of the get down here!" And Cloudy just drags Scales down onto the floor.
Yeah.
Hack! That's what you do! You hack! You do not need to go dragging yourself out of here. Bad snake.
Would-
Her mismatched snake eyes are just fucking like rapidly blinking because she's super sensitive on her leg, on her fucking, on her tail, and you can tell she's in a whole lot of pain.
oh Lord.
But she refuses to cry from the pain. So it's just a lot of gritted teeth right now.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Um,
technically speaking, that was supposed to just be T's turn. So would you like to take your turn?
Whilst I'm in pain, yeah.
And I believe there were 2 cars that you had grabbed that you have the ability to straight up shut down.
Yes,
There were
2 that
3
I do have
cars-
to shut down.
Yeah, there were 3 cars grabbed, but only 2 of them you have enough marks to shut them down.
Okay, so the two that I can shut down, are they close?
Fairly, yeah. Any of the other cars that were more weaker, they are very quickly getting run into fucking street lamps at this point.
Right, okay. So cool. I'm definitely gonna shut them down.
Alright, that is going to be doing a hacking versus the firewall. So that is going
Okay,
to be
I'm doing
a hacking test.
Okay. Do I get any modifiers since I've already marked them so well?
No, it's not. Whoa, sorry. I was looking through my notes going, I wrote this down right? You do not get any modifiers. The marks are literally the only reason you are allowed to do this action.
Understood. Okay. Do you want me to roll twice for each car or just the once?
This is a singular attack. You can only take out 1 car on this run of your turn. Because the next thing we have to do is another drive test from Jason.
Okay.
And what am I, chopped liver? Gosh.
You went right before. You went right before Jason rolled his.
Yeah, giving him the speed. I got a 3.
Okay.
2 of those are 6s.
Frantic cheering from the sidelines.
It's me. Fairly certain it's me. So let's see. That's gonna be their firewall. They don't currently have someone running that, so it's just the firewall. Do this hand. Oh.
Oh! Softy. Is that 3 successes I'm looking at? Or more?
Is this when we use that reroll? Is this when we use that reroll to potentially get you more than that
would
3?
you guys like to make me use the reroll? I'll let that happen if you want to use your reroll to force me to reroll that. Because if that happens,
shut it down.
Yes.
Shut it down.
If that happens,
let's do
your
it.
hack don't work and you
Let's do
lose
it.
your marks.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yep, do
that
that.
reroll.
Do that. Reroll that. Reroll that now. Please.
Aggressively reroll.
There we go.
Okay! Okay!
Gosh.
So, like, flavored, you guys would see that her mismatched eyes begin to glow, and the slits get super narrow, where they're almost like, they're so thin, it just looks like one eye is entirely blue and the other is this, like, amber color. And I think you guys have been around her long enough to know when she's, like, doing tech things, and you just see her sort of, like, close her fist, even though she's obviously in very much pain. She closes her fist, and that's how it's flavored that she shuts that whole car down.
You all can easily watch as one of the cars behind you just lights go off and the whole car just jerks as power steering, gas, everything shuts off. And the car immediately goes off the road.
What? Oh.
So, I realized I did actually miss someone. Mojave, you haven't done anything yet.
I'm on the sidelines. What am I supposed to do?
Is there anything for this race? Is there anything you would like to do on the sidelines before we just let race go?
Nah, for the duration of the scene, like, if somebody visibly crashes, I am just going to be assisting the med boys. I'm a med boy. I'm a med boy now. Like, I live here. I do not care who is injured. Like, so long as my team is still in the race, I will just help whoever is hurt for the duration of the race.
All right, that is fair. All right, then that is going to be Jason. Make your next drive test. See if you can keep up.
Alrighty.
You can basically you can keep place in any way you want. Do you want to try to hit Augie again, or use the car to knock the car that T punched out? Because it did halt itself when T punched it, but it is still running.
Is this dark horse between Augie and I?
It has, yes, it's slid. It's still right next to you. The gentleman in the car does still have a shotgun out. It is up to you. It is. You are in a little bit of danger with it.
Yeah, can I just, like, go to the side and just try to shove the dark car into Augie? Like, just sideways
crush
shove
it between the two?
Yeah.
Do pilot groundcraft for me.
Alrighty. And, about how long are rounds in Shadowrun? Because I might use my Gearhead ability. That would last 1d6 minutes.
Rounds last like 3 seconds.
If you did that right
okay.
now, that's the whole fucking race, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that to see how many minutes I get. So let me roll that real quick. So that's 1d6.
That was a 4.
So that's gonna be 4 minutes, I think. Is that how that
Yes,
works?
that is 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So for 4 minutes, and this how does handling? Does that come into factor with this or not?
No.
No. Okay, in that case,
handling's for a different thing.
okay, I will use it to get the 20% speed boost, and I'll also get a +2 to difficult maneuvers or stunts, which I think that counts, right? That's the main reason I wanted to use it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
All right.
You roll that pilot. You have a good time. You're gonna need it.
So let me do this groundcraft check. +2. Fine.
Wait a minute. That's not limited by your physical anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Should that be mental?
What's your mental limit?
7.
It's 5. All right. Yeah. As long as you're hot simmed in, it is no longer your physical limit. It's your mental limit. You
Okay.
can switch that over on the skill, so we always remember that. That's
Gotcha.
the one thing I do remember. All right. That's a 5. And then we got... One, 2, 3, 4. You have beat him out. He cannot dodge this. He is about to get crushed between both you and Augie.
Yeah.
Because Danny has to deal with this now. Because you just knocked one car into another. So now Danny has to make sure that Augie's car doesn't get fucked over. His is...
It might still need a new paint job.
It might still need a paint job. 2, 3. God damn. The middle car gets crushed between the front of yours and the back of Augie's car. Augie's car manages to not run off the road, but has now dropped to the point that it is ever so slightly now behind your car. You're near neck and neck, but he is technically behind you now.
Oh, Augie's behind me?
Slightly. Imagine like you're neck and neck, but
Okay.
his hood is... You know what? The passenger side can look into the back window. That's where we're at right now. Well, if you could see inside the passenger side. It is a completely blacked out window.
Okay. Alright.
So,
Whose turn is it?
I'm gonna give it to Cloudy, basically considering those turns switched from before.
Alright. So I guess I'm sitting here. Are there any other cars kind of up with us and Augie, or are they kind of just being left in the dust a little bit?
The closest ones, there are 3 more cars behind you that are doing their best to keep pace. Also larger cars, definitely more built for the punch-in. Any of the other faster cars that are lightweight have been kind of pushed off to the side, or just not able to get past any of the big cars.
Okay.
So you got
Okay.
3 cars, all say like the closest one is a car and a half length away.
So Augie's still really the only legit contender right now,
Yeah.
is what I'm hearing, based on how a certain somebody's driving. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell my little spirit, point at their car and say, confuse the driver of that car.
The spirit.
Mess up Danny's day.
Oh yeah, the spirit looks at you, nods in approval, and is immediately running over, or jumping over, shall we say. And that confusion for the spirit, is that the spirit rolling confusion, basically?
Yes. It is using the actual power confusion, with Magic 6. Where is... There it is. Critters. Alright. So the creature does magic plus willpower against the target's willpower and logic.
Alright, so that would
And
be...
so...
Are all of the... Oh, not all of the stats are its force, they're based on its force.
Mm-hmm. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick.
And it was
And so
logic
the-
and willpower?
Magic and willpower. So that would be 12 dice for me. I'll go ahead.
What was Danny rolling?
Logic and willpower.
Okay, so that was our...
Yes. How do I go ahead and do a little custom roll on here?
You may have to do it manually, if you do not have a...
So
on
the-
set for the spirit.
On the little dice that you see on the upper left-hand side, the little menu will pop up. You're gonna click Advanced Dice Roller,
There we go. Well,
and it'll
no.
let you pick the dice you use.
4 hits.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Only 2?
Ooh. So it takes... That could have been better, but -2 on all of his drive tests for now until the spirit stops.
Understood. Oh lord.
And then I'll go ahead and push the medkit button and shove it over to our wonderful snake individual to just do the thing and pull their tail onto the medkit and start working on it.
Perfectly fair.
Okay.
Alright, next in line, we're gonna go with T.
The only car nearest is Augie, yeah?
Yep.
They're a little bit behind us.
Yeah, basically, you are in line of the passenger side window. It is completely blacked out, and you are unsure if it is even glass or if it is some sort of metal sheet. You cannot actually see through it. It's completely opaque.
Okie dokie. Am I able to take out my own room sweeper and fire a slug at one of the tires?
And one of the tires?
Yeah.
That's a called shot. which is... I want to say it's a negative. It did. 2 moments.
Sure. Take your time. Since I don't think we're close enough to Augie's car for me to get my fingers on it.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's trying to not be that close. They
Yeah,
more than likely did, in fact, watch you punch a car.
And then, no blink, take a shotgun to the face, like, yeah, alright, what next?
Oh no, why is this? There it is. My goodness.
Hmm.
Again, I love this game. The book is broken. Alright, all called shots incur a -4 dice pool penalty.
Okay.
Rolling up that
think my cyber-
goddamn.
I think my arms might cancel out that to be a straight roll.
Oh, dude.
Because they've got +4 to agility, so that would just be straight roll.
Then yeah, I guess it is a straight roll. Your arms would cancel out the negative for cold shots.
Alright. Just has yet to notice the blood behind him or the snake, just reaches into the coat, pulls out the pistol, levels it out.
The coat is just like flapping in the wind.
Alright. Gotta roll against. Oh goodness. There it is.
And a note for you, Scales. I healed up. I'm healing 2 boxes, but it basically happens 1 per turn.
Understood. Okay.
Hmm.
So this turn would be 1? Or the next round? Oh,
This one would be 1. Next one
Okay.
would be the next.
Got you.
Let's see. Forgive me, I am having a moment over here trying to remember exactly. I believe it is a pilot groundcraft check for him to avoid this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yuppers.
board. Up there it is. So
The
that's
-2
thing.
because his brains ain't good.
And
Got 1, 2, 3, 4. He is able to avoid it. Does not strike the tire. At the very last moment, Danny pulls the car to the side, and the bullet smacks into the asphalt. Throws up a couple chunks.
Already reloading. That's my turn.
Fair. Next up is Scales.
Cool. I'm finna shut down that other car.
Perfectly fine. That is going to be a hack.
Here we go. That's a 7. Yeah.
So
Again, you see her eyes light up. Go ahead.
as the cars careen around a curve on this race, you watch as another car's headlights go out, and it does not make the turn. and slams 70 miles an hour directly into a concrete barrier.
Yeah, I think you would see like her eyes light up and you see her hand open up again, and then when she closes her fist, she like pushes it forward, sort of giving the idea of like she's almost telekinetically shoved it into this concrete wall.
Another car is out of this race. The only car left that you have marks on is the one you have a single mark on, which you can either use to, as this stuff goes on, you can either use it to try to hack more marks on to shut it down again, or other things you may be able to do.
Okay. On my next turn, right?
On your next turn, yes. Currently, we are on the next drive check. So, pilot groundcraft.
We out here.
Alrighty.
What are you going to attempt to do? Overtake or try to hit Augie?
At this moment, I am going to. Augie's still behind me, right?
Yes.
Parallel.
I'm just gonna kind of try to coast and just maintain speed, and keep that distance behind us.
Control your pilot.
Okay. Does my control rig add to this or not? It says adds 2 to skill test, handling speed, and reduces test threshold.
Yes, this is in fact a skill test with the car.
Okay,
You would be
cool.
adding 2 to this.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we have lost.
We lost somebody. Hopefully he comes back.
Okay. Now, let me know if I can't do this, but if I can, while I'm maintaining speed, I want to drop the back door, and that's where I have my links just sitting there. I want to charge up the thunderstruck.
Now,
aiming
I
it
will
at that
say,
passenger side.
Danny gets a pilot roll as well.
Yes, he will be able to try to dodge it.
Oh, he's just gonna keep pace with you.
All right. Then,
6,
yeah, I'm going to charge that up and shoot at that passenger side window. Wait, before I do that, I want to communicate with the comms. Scales, did 404 say anything about how rough we can be with Augie?
Oh, we can be as rough as we want.
Okay, I'm doing that then. Softy.
I've not gotten this confirmation from 404 at all, but I'm just gonna take a leap and say she wants us to demolish this guy.
Oh Lord, Cloudy's having a problem. No, our mage. Oh Lord. You may I'm gonna say you are charging up your cannon.
Alrighty.
It's gonna start, so we're gonna have to move over to another turn.
Okay.
If I'm correct, 1, 2, 3. That was your last one. You need to roll initiative again.
Okay.
You are still
and
hastened. You've still got the good shit.
so I will initiative +5, and then I will an additional 4d6. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm alive. Okay.
One.
And I guess add them up.
Yeah. 21. 20. Brain dead. 4. 28. You get 3 more turns this time again.
Nice.
With this, when we are done with this will end the race.
Okay.
This is a really fast race.
I mean, narrative time. Narrative time.
Gotcha.
All right.
We're out here blazing.
Out here blazing. So, the next thing, I'm going to need you to immediately make a pilot ground craft, as Danny is going to attempt to spin you out.
Alrighty.
You are looking to beat a...
With a -2, because he's Confucian?
Yep. As long as the spirit is still working.
Hey.
And that can literally work all night.
All you gotta do is beat a 3.
We beat a 3.
Got close. Alright. And now, one last thing. I'm going to need every single person in the car, as a new challenger has approached, to roll willpower and logic.
Is this a magic test?
Yes, it is. What do you have that helps with that?
I have counterspelling.
Alright.
Hey!
We get +2 to these, boyos. As I'm just gonna like spell. Oh no.
No.
So,
Is that what's
logic
going on?
and willpower, you
Plus
said?
2? Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
OT.
How do I roll those two? Do I just click logic and then... Oh, logic, no
Yeah.
modifier. Okay, modifier. 2, I
Logic,
guess?
willpower, and a 2 modifier.
Okay. Do I click logic, it's asking for me for a modifier. Do I put
That's
my
where you put the
modifier?
2.
You put the 2.
Okay.
If you click another thing and it asks for another modifier, don't do anything to that one. It's only a 2. Oh,
Understood. Okay. Track it.
alright. See what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is this the car that I have a mark on?
You will not be able to tell.
Got it.
That's because you can't see magic.
Okay.
Granted, this does appear to be some form of light that envelops the car for a moment.
I can see magic, but there's nothing I can do about it.
And
Because you're not with us. How dare.
it's confusion.
There will be a big talk next time around.
Look, I'm a doctor, not a racer.
Confusion.
It's confusion.
It's confusion? So we all have -2 now.
Yes.
Or
So they
minus.
rolled a 5?
Yes.
Okay. Better be rolling that drain, boyo.
Oh, don't worry, he is. He is. You will notice the car that you have a mark on seems to jostle for a moment. Like it has a moment and then it immediately gets itself under control.
Okay. Okay, I'm an AR. So even though I'm like confused right now, when I look at that car, do I see any other marks on it?
You can see the owner.
Just the owner. Okay. Okay. Okay, when it gets to my turn, I have a thing that I'm gonna try to do.
Right? That was self-defense. So drive, defending against the enemies. That would be leading us to Cloudy. You are next in the car.
Using complex action to continue healing our wonderful little snaky bean here. And then I'll just take your potion. Take your potion for the rest. before I'm not sure what else I could do with my simple right now. And I guess I'll start setting up to patch myself up. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna look back towards the mage and see the one who cast it, or try and see the one who cast it. Are they in that other? They're in the other car, right? The one.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're in one of the other cars. I'm gonna sense them and just. Yeah. I am taking a lot of modifiers right now. This is fun. 3.
I believe that allows you to see
What
their
die?
medical condition, like how they are.
I think that lets me see what their force is too, like what their magical rating is.
Magic rating of 6. They are conked out. Yeah,
Oh,
not gonna lie.
jeez.
They conked themselves out immediately.
Yeah, their mage is out. Is that the one with like the spirit wrapped around it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Alrighty. Then that's it for my turn right now.
All right.
Healed the bean of a box and saw what's up with their mage.
Then it goes to
Onward.
T's turn.
In relation to us, Augie's car where? Or rather, we're still in the lead, yeah? Or no?
You are in the lead. Augie's car is slightly behind you, but has not, he's not completely behind you, but he's a little farther back than he was before.
Okay. I will repeat the action and aim for the tire.
What was the range on that stun ball? 4-6?
Yes,
Force 5?
it's 4-6.
If it was a 4-6 ball, then that is a like 18 feet from a central location. Was Augie's car close enough for that? Was he caught in the AoE?
Well.
Oh my.
Seems you've caught me.
Oh!
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Extra confused. Extra confused.
Can you be confused twice?
They're from 2 different effects, but also yes.
Oh my lord! All right, give me a second. Getting this out of here.
Oh, actually, is confusion a sustained spell? Hold on.
It might.
Because if it's a sustained spell and that mage is conked out, guess what? They're not sustaining anymore.
The confusion. Everyone might not be controlling it anymore. I mean, yeah.
Hey.
So never mind. None of that was
I don't
at all.
really matter.
Okay.
You're
God.
right. Mage got conked out. He gave some negatives for a little bit and then immediately he himself. He tried and failed. That spirit also wrecked him
Hell
before
yeah.
the whole thing started too.
Amazing.
No, that spirit can keep on doing its own thing. They don't need to be awake for the spirit to keep doing what it was ordered to do.
Oh yeah. Oh my lord. Jesus. Dodging with pilot. Is this 1, 2, 3. I don't like that he keeps just dodging you. Just ever
It's
so
like
slightly.
just barely. Just barely.
Were you firing at the tire again, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you made sure to take your -4 out? Or yeah, I guess you're rolled
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, I rolled straight. Yep.
What's that extra 4 from?
Unclear?
It says 6 plus 4 plus 5. Do you remember what that's from?
I put -4. Let me try one more time. Hold up. I think I know what's going on. One moment. There we go. +4, -4. All right.
Oh, got it. Yeah, there it is.
Oh dear. Well, that's egg on my face, isn't it? Well, time to deal with the armor on the tire. Fuck, check giant ass car. What's the armor on the tires? Hold on. It's actually a lot harder to do. It's not the armor of the car. It's different.
The armor of the tire? I think that's a whole lot less. Like,
Oh, it's a
standard car
lot.
tire is like a whole lot less.
All right. I think I found it. I found it. It has a guard on it. I was smart enough to put a guard on it. That's still, it's not the same as the rest of the car, though. The car has to full soak, basically, now. Which would be...
Done.
Oh, Lord.
It didn't resist any of it.
Oh, I hope it's not gonna mess up the car too much. I need him to drive steady.
Hey, it's easier to hit a non-moving target. Don't worry about it. Just pull over. Who cares about the race? Unload on this boy.
So you, yeah. It does not destroy the tire completely. But the
Okay.
tire appears to be going flat.
So he's slowing down.
He's starting to slow down. He is now beginning to become entirely behind the road
Flip
basket.
them off. Slide back in. Roll my window up.
Then that leads into Scale's turn.
Amazing. So the car that I have the one mark on. What am I looking at here?
Car has its driver. You have one mark on it. You can either... I'm so sorry. You can either hack the car again to put more marks on it, try and get it up to the ability to shut it down. Or, I want to say, what is one mark? You could try to get info from the car. Try to spoof a command, I believe. You could still do that on one. It's not
So, I'm gonna
enough
tell
to
you-
shut it down, but...
No, that's fine. So I'm gonna tell you my intent, and then you tell me what I would have to roll or how I would make that work. So my intent would have essentially try to cause either a glitch in the car, so that it like the whatever electronic faculties it has in it shuts off, even if it's momentarily enough to like jerk this person out of place or get them to accidentally hit something. Or essentially fuck with the brakes.
I think turning on the emergency brakes could be a spoof command.
That's a spoofed command. You can't do the first thing. 'Cause
Okay.
That's a reboot, and that's the same amount of
got
marks
you.
as shutting down. But you can try to spoof
Okay.
a command and force it to e-brake.
Okay, so what do I click for that?
That is a hacking as well. That's
Okay.
using your one mark, and then it will roll its firewall.
Okay. Here we go, boys. Oh no, we did terrible. We only got a 1.
Hey, you got some edge, don't you? You got some edge.
I think so.
You may.
How does that work?
So
You just
the whatever edge you have, you may use a point of edge, not burning it. You're just using it, and you can re-roll your entire roll.
Okay, so that's one edge there
Yes.
that I'd be using. And we're gonna re-roll that for sure. Bro!
Well, hold on.
We don't still have a banked reroll, do we?
Nope, we used that already to get Softy to
We had
re-roll.
used that.
I mean, someone is actively working on a gunshot wound in your
1, 2,
tail.
3, 4, 5.
Pretty distracting,
Yeah.
maybe,
1, 2,
narratively.
4. Wait a minute.
I might have glitched. Right?
Those 2 dice. Oh, I don't think, because I think that 2. What is that 2 from? What is that +2 from?
No idea.
What was giving
It didn't
us
ask
all-
me for any modifiers.
Was anything giving everybody a +2 on their sheet anywhere? Do you have anything that's
Counterspelling.
giving you +2?
What
The
is
only
my
reason I
hacking,
asked
right?
that
Like, what
is
the
it
rules?
doesn't. I cannot remember. I believe you have avoided the critical glitch because you have 12 dice, and not your normal pool, which is just your things.
Yeah. I don't know where that +2 would have come from. I don't have any changes to my stuff on my like my skills or anything.
The only reason it matters now is because if that crit glitches, that's a very, very dangerous thing to have happen.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Does anybody
I don't
want
know.
to give us a reroll?
I'm right. if y'all want to help a sister out, feel free to use those points. Yeah, I don't know where that +2 would have come from. I haven't like added anything.
I'll check your sheet. Give me a second.
Yeah. Because for hacking is what? It's logic and something else?
Yes. Oh, hold
it's
on.
what? It's my logic and mental. Do I have a thing that maybe did that for me?
It's your cerebellum booster.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yep. No, then that's a normal roll. You avoided. You did not get any hits, but you avoided the crit glitch.
Woo!
And
Okay.
it's not half at all,
cool
so you didn't
beans.
glitch either.
Nice. Okay. So then my next question would be if
My heart.
that would have been donezo, guys. Is taking the potion a free action, or is that something I'd have to wait for like another turn to do?
Should be a simple, I
That's
think.
a simple action. You can do a simple and a complex on your turn. So your complex action
Okay.
was attempting to hack. Your simple action, yeah, you can shoot that health potion down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I shoot it down. Bink. That heals me for how much?
What was the force of the heal spell? Was it a 4 or 5?
Heck if I remember.
What do you normally
Apparently
roll
I
at?
was not smart enough to write that down. A
Do you
4
remember
or
what you-
5? I don't remember.
Well, either way, I'm looking at your sheet. It's enough. If it's 4 or 5, it doesn't really matter. It's enough to heal.
I found it.
Does
I'm
it
pretty
actually say
sure
what
it's
we
force.
did it?
Yeah, it says force 5.
Force 5. All right, that's plenty enough. You may pull your physical damage back.
Hey.
If you want to clear it, it's clicking the actual physical damage track button.
Got it. Thank you. My ass was confused. I was like,
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
worry.
know
It's a weird. It's a weird way the sheet's built, but hey, it's there.
Yeah. Frustration growl comes from Morningstar.
We got some frustration tears in the building. So that will lead to another drive test.
Did I get a turn yet?
Yours
That's
is-
what
having
the
it
drive
now.
test is.
Yeah, it's the drive test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in your last turn, you did your drive test, and then you opened up the links thing to charge it up
Oh,
for
okay,
your.
okay,
So
gotcha,
if you mean
Yeah,
your
yeah.
links firing, it takes some time.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Drive test. So pilot ground craft, and it was
You are not taking that -2.
okay. Good thing.
One, two, three. He's keeping pace.
But he was still a little bit behind.
He's still behind. Your links may go.
Oh. Was it taking a minus because of that flat tire? Or no?
Cloudy out here doing the real magic. Remembering things.
Yeah, he's keeping me honest. Hold on, he's keeping me honest. Technically speaking, yeah, I would have to re-roll it.
It's okay
Yeah,
if
what
you
if they
keep faith.
succeed? Because what if he rerolls and it's more successful?
It happens!
No, but we gotta keep it honest. We gotta keep it honest. Okay,
Do we?
that's technically.
Why are
the
those
same,
D?
right? Whoops.
Those were D8s.
Forgive me, that was me mistyping. Damn, alright.
Well,
Triple reroll.
it's still
So I
pretty
saw
suc-
sevens on those dice, so I'm kind of like, that
God
doesn't make
fucking
any
damn
sense.
it. Yeah, he's falling behind.
There it is.
He is behind
He's
you now.
behind us, boys. Fuck that car up.
As
So-
is your turn, you may fire your links when ready.
Okay. In sync, kind of like being macroed, when as the lynx charges up and as it gets ready to release the shot, you hear the like thunder, thunder, like the AC/DC thunderstruck.
It's just pouring out of the fucking car as it's going. Oh lord, as this lynx turns into a boombox really quickly and plays Thunderstruck, and it fires a fucking laser.
Hey, we out here, boys.
Oh,
Did
Oh,
the
my
roll
heart.
go through?
huh?
The roll did not go through, sir.
Did it
Try
not?
again.
What happened?
No,
It's okay.
his Lynx roll didn't go through.
Oh,
There it goes.
Oh, only 2 successes.
Oh, they mounted assault cannon. Oh my lord. Alright.
Use a
Bro.
little edge.
Wait, hold
You
on.
can use Edge. You can use Edge to do a re-roll.
Yeah, I'll do re-roll. I wonder why it's not showing the name I gave it. But oh well. I think that's the right number. Yeah, that's the right stuff. Okay, sure. I'll do an edge to re-roll it. So take that down. Do I click edge, or do I just?
Do you
reduce-
see like the
No.
little weird hexagon boxes?
Oh yeah.
You
Okay.
just click one of those to mark it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you actually lower
And then
it,
you
that
do the
means you've
reroll.
burned it. You're not burning it, you're just using it.
Oh, gotcha. So let me click this again.
Oh,
A little better. A little. A little.
Yeah, it is still better.
Yeah.
alright.
Not great, but a little better. Hey,
Gotten
boys!
one.
We are out fucking here.
Alright, and this is
Fuck
firing.
up that car.
This is firing at the main body.
The end.
The
The engine
out-
block.
Oh,
There is a big hole in it. In the hood. Oh wait, no, that was
It's
that
not,
other car.
it's a
Never mind.
different car.
I lied. Yeah, different car, sorry.
I don't want any negatives, so yeah, just wherever.
This is,
I forgot to call my shot, so yeah, it's
This is,
fine.
this is a rail cannon, so don't worry. No matter where this hits, it's all the same.
Fucking up the
Trust me.
It does have some pretty good armor penetration.
Yeah, listen, the last thing that Danny and Augie see before this laser goes off is "Here for Augie" license plate.
I hope you all are ready for
in
this.
the mirror image of his car.
Mojave on the sidelines could not be cheering any louder.
That was with the 8 armor piercing, right?
No, it was not. You're fucking. God. Forgive me, that was on me. I should have been focusing on that.
Cloudy out here doing the evil mad scientist laugh. Just
Oh. 5.
We out here, boys.
Oh god. Okay, what is that? 10?
5 against a damage rating of 17. 17.
Alright, so you fire this rail cannon from behind your car. In time with this boombox of Thunderstruck. It pierces through the front armor and seems to leave a smoking hole. The car does not slow down, but you can see the engine block. You have bitten through a lot of armor, and you are able to see hard metal underneath all that paint. Also, a lot of that paint is now charred off. Augie's paint job is utterly ruined.
I can only imagine the noise from the sidelines right now. The crowd just going nuts.
Alright. I believe the next one will be Cloudy. I'll give
The
us
question.
one last round, because the next drive test will
Okay.
bring us to the end of the race.
All right. So, question: who are the cars that are at all competing right now?
The car that had the mage in it right now is 3rd place. And 4th place appears to be a much thinner armored car that seems to have survived the onslaught of bullshit.
So that's in 4th right now, but Augie's still right behind us.
Augie is still in 2nd place, directly behind you.
All right. I have been saying I'm going to be doing this for like 4 sessions, and the back door is bit now down. I am going to go ahead,
Oh,
hold on up, and cast a goddamn lightning bolt right into that open engine block.
As Thunderstruck continues to play, the god of lightning
and
descends
the
upon
lightning is flashing.
What follows after thunder is lightning, bitch.
All
Cue
right.
the meme of that elderly woman saying, "Honey, you have a big storm coming."
coming. Honey, you got a big storm coming.
All right.
Oh my lord, it's
Amazing.
coming in. Oh, it's coming in.
Lightning flashing.
He
across
gets
the
a
sky.
nice little dodge bonus on this. Oh, that could have been better. But he can go ahead and dodge with that -4 on him.
He got a 3.
2, 3. That is 7 electricity damage right to his engine block.
We love to see it. We do.
Seeing a reroll from Flippin' Bear God, let it be better.
And then it exploded.
I'm sorry. Fucking excuse me? You have a reroll. Would you like to reroll the force of this or something? I don't know. Or do you want to make me reroll and make it worse for Augie?
I'm tempted to use it to make. Because you know what? I think I'm gonna reroll my lightning bolt there.
All right.
Oh Jesus. Okay, here we go. Dice gods.
Let's-
You and
Let it be better.
Let's see if this is better.
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
better.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Then it exploded.
Oh.
How many sixes is that? 5 6s and no 1s?
Oh
Bro!
my god.
And
Oh
the
my
dice
God.
gods were with us on this day.
That was wild.
Thank you, Flippin' Bear God. Thank you. The
that-
Flippin' Bear God was with us.
Does that change the damage at all?
It increases it by It only increases it by 2. Well, actually, no. The force is still only 6. No. Yeah, that increases it by 4.
Does that mean that was 11?
Yes, 11 electricity damage directly to its engine block.
And it exploded.
As the boombox screams out and the lightning and thunder rain down upon this car, you watch as this electricity pierces through the hole in the hull, electrocutes the engine, and travels along the entire car, including its interior. You watch as an explosion rockets out of the engine. The entire car shakes, lights going in and out. And you watch as the car quickly loses speed and careens off the road, coming to a stop while smashing into 4 other cars on the side of the road.
And the crowd goes wild.
Whooping, yelling laugh from Morningstar holding her bandaged tail in victory.
If you will allow me, I will end the race here, stating this all occurred at the very end of the last lap. The entire crowd was witness to this event, and Augie is currently buried in a couple cars in the parking lot where the fight pit was. You all pull up in first place and ride into a winner's circle. And as you all stand up out of your car, you watch as the passenger side of Augie's vehicle is kicked halfway across the parking lot.
Ooh, child, he coming.
Augie gets out.
Boy, he coming.
And that is where we will end it.
So amazing.
Yes! Holy
I
shit.
hope you all had a lot of fun. I know I did.
Finale.
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Thank
my
you so
goodness.
much for that well-timed reroll.
Oh,
Yes.
that was
Yes!
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah,
amazing.
That was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Woo! The adrenaline,
Thunder
my
and
guy.
the lightning.
my heart's pounding. All right. With that, I wanna thank everyone for just joining us this evening. I want to thank all of my lovely players. We will. Since I realized earlier on I missed introducing everybody, but hey, we'll make up for it now. I will I will go in order of most to least likely to destroy a car to the soundtrack of Thunderstruck. Most likely is our lovely Cloudburst. Who are you and why do you exist?
I apparently exist to make things explode. I am Lord Rodon. Hello, everyone. I do not do too much on the internet other than playing Cloudburst here and playing games out and about with occasional friends. It is a very fun time here, though, especially when I get to do the thing I've been planning for way too long.
And on next on that list is the other glorious beard of our party, who also destroyed a car to the soundtrack of Thunderstruck. Jason, who are you and why do you exist?
I am Naskavian. I play Jason on Mondays with Shadowrun, and I play Barry on Fridays with VTM. And I got some friends' books I want to plug. Our very own Daybreak has 2 books, Woodbreaker and Windswept. And I also have another friend who just recently published his book. He goes by Solus, and it's Obelisk: The Long Dream. It is a sci-fi epic fantasy.
Lovely. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. T103, who are you and why do you exist?
Yo. Slippery Nas. I stream here, middle of the weekish, a lot of variety. Mondays I'm here, obviously. T103. Fridays I'm here as well, playing Vampire the Masquerade as Slip. Clan Nosferatu. A lot of things are probably clicking into place right now. But that's it.
Alright. Morning Star, who are you and why do you exist?
Hi! To enable my friends' chaotic choices. Hi, everyone. I'm Shasti. I play Morningstar here in Shadowrun. You can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. On Friday, I also play Acheron, the Samitsi. Come check us out, because I just woke up a fucking white. So that'll be fun to deal with on Friday. But also, I am in other TTRPG things. I'm a part of Lanya Gaming. You can find us on YouTube, which currently we're going on like a little mini break, but you can find all of our VODs for our past VTM stuff. We have a few one-shots in other games like Morkborg and Hunters. So if you're into the TTRPG thing, if you're here, I'm assuming you are, go check that out. Also did a game with Balsamic Games. It is their Children of the Midnight Coven. I was on last week. And I will be on there again March 14th, playing Ixia, the Gorgon Witch. So, yeah. Also, I have spicy links if you're into that sort of thing. It's in my, link stuff that you'll see in the chat. So, yeah, if you're into that stuff, check it out. But, be respectful or else I will haunt you forever.
And I will drag you down into the abyss of the nethers.
Yes.
And last but never least, Mojave, who are you and why do you exist?
Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. I exist to cause problems on purpose. The only reason I'm not higher up on this list is because the soundtrack is usually simply the sound of my own maniacal giggling. You can find me here now playing Mojave, or on Fridays playing Hatfield, or in the rest of the days on my own channel, Daybreakathon, where I play whatever I feel like it and explode stuff, usually. Aside from that, I did the character art for the characters who have art. My commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. Nasgavin was kind enough to show off them books I wrote. I highly recommend you check them out. I worked hard on them, and I'd like to think they're good. And, yeah, I think that's about it. Except to say, as always, my dog says hi.
Hello, puppy.
Don't.
And, again, I want to thank all my players. And as for me, I am your Cosmic GM, Softhenomicon. Obviously here, on Monday. I am the runner of our lovely Shadowrun game. On Friday, on Table of Horrors, I play Ebony of Clan Ventru, the largest bitch I have ever played. Although still perfectly fabulous. I am, to put in bluntly, I am Shiv's hedgehog husband. I love him dearly, which just means I get to torture him permanently. I have my own channel where I stream video games and artwork. I took a small break for a while, but I'm going to be back streaming normally as soon as I can. No, you're not, Shiv. You are not the top. I'm the one with the tentacles. And I have a Patreon where I have a coloring book. That is the periodic table of elements as monsters. Please, if you would like that. I also have commissions open. I draw art. I promise I'm good at stuff. I drew my own personal model
Very
you see
good.
here. I think I did it all correctly. Except putting my own fucking links in, apparently. Put that in there before I'm stupid. Shiv, can you start the thing? We are going to be rating on, Fennis? I'm going to say it's Fennis. Fennis Starlight. They're doing D&D.
Hell
Everyone's
yeah.
just ruining Shiv. I feel bad now. But we can't leave until Jason says the thing.
Stay a while and listen.